or girly drinks, we drink beer and beer and beer, beer, beer. No
Yeah,
champagne
baby.
or girly drinks, we drink beer and beer and beer, beer, beer.
All right. You know what night it is. It is Thursday night, so that means happy hour fun in the house. We got Shannon. Todd will be here at some point, but with the What's Your Beer? We'll talk about that here in a bit. Got Dave in the house, beer in front. Great to have you on, my friend Dave, as well. And if you haven't checked out Dave's stuff, of course you know to check it out because he is the man about in Chicago. In fact, Dave, I got to still finish the second half, and I was just listening to the one podcast with the Malt House, Richmond Malt. That was actually a pretty cool thing they're actually doing down there. And then here's our fourth wheel. We got Mal in the house. Cheers, Mal. So great to have Mal back. Mal was helping out you last week. This life of working in breweries, man. You're on call. You're on call. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100% on call.
But Dave, you had a pretty good guest on there, and I have to finish listening to it. But I never really thought about the malt house, like any type of business like that, where they're like developing malts, not just for craft breweries, but some distillery stuff now. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really cool talking to him. Like, he works with all local family farmers. So, I mean, I just thought it was like really fascinating. And like he was explaining, like, for them and the family farmers out there, the stuff that they're using for beer is like a winter crop, so it doesn't take away from their corn and their summer crops. So the malt is actually like just added revenue for these local independent family farms. So I thought it was really cool.
Nice, very nice. And in Asheville too, so the perfect spot for them to actually be located and everything. So
yeah, I told him, man, you picking Asheville for that? You got to like pick my lottery tickets or something.
And the one thing there too, Dave, totally up to you, but like with Mal, if you want to stream it to your channel, you can down at the bottom. I think you can click a button and if you want to do that, totally up to you. And then
already done, sweetie.
Oh, I know you know how to do it. I know Dave knew how to do it or not. So
I did it once.
I always mention in case people want to do it. So get some watch time. Hopefully. I mean, I hope so. I hope people will watch because they might see me and be like, I don't want to watch this guy, but I don't know. People seem to watch on this channel. I figured I'll watch on the other channels as well. So, but if you're looking to hear a good podcast, Dave, Beer in Front, got on all the podcast stuff. I actually listen to mostly on Good Pods, but Spotify, Apple, all that kind of stuff. And it's like YouTube. You can put YouTube in the background, listen to podcasts as well. So any of the channels, you can do the same. I know with the stuff that I do here, people tell me they do that as well. Friday, I get a lot of the replays from the Thursday night show. People just put it on while they're going about doing their business. So
is it called Beer in Front on the podcast?
Yeah, it's available on all the podcast platforms.
I found you.
There you go.
And
Mal, do I have a collector's edition glass here I'm drinking out of?
Oh, let's talk about that too here in a bit as well. Good thing is behind you, right? Yeah. Bad thing is now you got to go through all this other stuff you got to do. So we'll talk about that here in a bit. In fact, I actually have the Ravinia beer review coming up. At some point, it's recorded. I haven't released it yet. So by the time it releases, it'll be a collector's edition video. So
seems that way.
I'll be like, Ravinia, I knew you win. So yeah, but we'll get into that. Vanessa's in the house. Shout out to Vanessa. Cheers. Great to see you. She's having a MRE for dinner. This one is raviolis. Packaged May 2024, so pretty dang new still. So there you go. I think once you're military, you're always military. At least with Vanessa, I believe that's the case. I was playing Sudoku while waiting. I've been learning about different techniques. Okay, I haven't played that in a long time.
Oh, I still play it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's good. So it keeps your mind fresh doing games like that. So.
I play expert level. I ain't messing around. I love that game.
I can see you doing the brainy games though, Mal. I can see that there.
I like them. They're fun. They're little puzzles to put together.
On the crossword puzzle, dang it, I'm gonna make this word fit. I don't care what they're looking for. Jimmy in the house, cuffing stuff. What is up, homie? Great to see you, my friend. I watched one of Jimmy's videos recently, and Mal's wilderness can be. So if you haven't checked out his barbecue stuff, I mean, it is fantastic. So make sure to definitely check that out. It makes me miss not having a house to grill in right now. So at some point we'll get out of our house again when we get resettled. But like if I was a grilling person, like Todd grill, like I would definitely have Jimmy in the mix because he comes up with some dang good recipes. So make sure y'all check him out. Rusty in the house. Great to see you, Rusty, as well. Happy Thursday. What's the buzz? JT says. He said he is a chess player. So yeah, that's another strategy game right there. Thinking. I just learned about the set equivalence theory for Sudoku. Some great fun there. You know about that, Mal? You're on the expert level. You know about the set equivalence theory?
Expert level, but I've never looked up how to do it. So if there's a set equivalence theory, I have not read about it because I just play them. So I don't know what the set equivalent is. But
we know Vanessa's all about theories and math and all that stuff. So yeah, if it's a theory, she's going to definitely check it out for sure. And again, they're saying hi. So yeah, welcome everyone. If it's your first time to the show, this is what we do. Thursday nights, get together, have a few beers, have a little fun, hopefully a little bit of laughs, and usually a pretty good time, I think. So that being said, I'm a little thirsty, but Mal's already come out. Actually, I'm going to go ladies first because Dave did crack his beer open first, but Mal, ladies first, then we'll go to Dave, and then Shannon, we'll see what you're drinking.
All right.
So, due to certain medications I'm on, I got to take it kind of easy right now. So I am on Liquid Love Brewing Company Pale Ale Light. It's a 3.5% ABV. It's dry hopped with Citra, and it's very crisp, grapefruity, light, easy drinking. So I will be sticking with this for the evening. So I got to take it a little easy because of medication. So.
Okay, health comes first, right?
Oh,
so you gotta make sure you're taken care of.
Yeah, no 7%ers tonight.
I was hoping though for you to say barley wine, keeping it light, but it just didn't work out that way. It just didn't work out.
That's my normal. Barley wine is my normal keeping it light situation because I'm not on the hard liquor.
Right.
I'm taking it easy in a different way. I didn't go non-alcoholic, but I got as close as I could.
Well, there you go. Hey, Dave, what do you got there, my friend?
I picked up because it's always good. Sierra Nevada's Oktoberfest. They always do every year. It's a little different with the different, like, old school brewery from Germany. I think on the box it said this brewery's been around since like the 1700s. So this one's pretty good. And Mal, I have a BA1 for later that I'll pick up the slack.
Well, for Dave, I actually have that one too, so I may drink that in a bit. We might be able to talk about that a little bit here because every year they do compile with a different brewery. And that one, I thought this year's edition, I haven't done it for the last maybe 2 or 3, but I found this year's edition to be pretty tasty thus far.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying this one.
Yeah. Shannon, what's that? You got the glass on like Dr. Shannon?
I had to put them on to read the ABV on it. Yeah, is it the ABV, right?
ABV. You got it.
I'm drinking a White Russian Nitro from
Nice.
And it's 8.9%.
Very nice. I've had that one. Now you know how to pour it. You know how to pour the Nitro, right?
I do. You got to hard pour it.
Right down the middle. Make Brian the beer snob proud. That's his kind of beers.
I was wearing this shirt earlier today.
Were you?
When I was out and about, I was wearing my Brian the Beer Snob. The hardcore pub, always open, always hard.
yeah, that's Brian's shirt. Now hold it to the camera, Shannon, because you'll see the cascade and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
There it goes.
Yeah. There you go.
Ooh, that is really pretty. Look at that.
Yeah, left hand does a good job. Bless you.
It's like a lava lamp.
Yeah. There you go. Flashback from the past there.
These damn dogs. Only got about
you did not spill that beer. You did not spill the beer.
You like Christmas Story there with the dogs running through. Go ahead.
As long as there's no turkey.
I was expecting it to be dark, but I guess it is. I don't know if I've ever heard of a white stout.
A White Russian is a mixed drink, so it was actually after that. But that's with Kahlua and cream.
That's why I bought it, because I love White Russian. But it's a white stout. I didn't know that a beer could be white stout.
Oh yeah. And then I am actually going to crack open one from one of the local breweries here. This is going to be from Monument Brewing, and this is going to be a low one for me, 5% ABV, but it is the Rooftop Orange Crush. So this is going to be one of the sours that I'm going to actually crack open here. So I actually grabbed a 6-pack of this on the weekend, and I had one before, but it's pretty tasty for a sour. You got to get beers just to keep around, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what can I have for a daily drinking type beer? Oh, this will work.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun going to the liquor stores, and well, I am, because I've never really paid that much attention to, you know, the craft beers, and
it's like an experience for you now.
Yeah, and like I've tried a bunch of different beers, and some of them are just shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Craft beer doesn't always mean it's going to be good, but you know,
like,
are phenomenal.
Are like the one I tried 2 beers. We did 2 beers, and I'm like, this is the best thing, the best beers ever. And now every time I drink another beer, I'm comparing it to those 2, and I'm like, I don't think anything will ever live up to those.
Yeah. That's why you have to enjoy the one that's in front of you.
Yeah.
put it in the cart.
Yes.
That's how you have a beer in front.
That can be applied in many ways.
Oh, I like that, Dave. I like that. Oh, let me see here. Donner's in the house. What's up, Donner? Donner Pass Whiskey, another great channel. If you want to learn about some whiskey stuff, make sure to check out Donner. Happy Friday for me, 4 10-hour days. No need to brag. No need to come in here bragging, Donner. You know, the wife is bringing home pizza, Lagunitas daytimer in the fridge. Look at that. Whiskey guy getting his beer on. I like it.
Love it.
Hopefully all has been well, my friend. Vanessa, it is when regions of the Sudoku board have regions that have the equivalent of the set of digits compared to another region. Then center ring around the center inner box has the same digits that the 4. There was another part to it, but no, it says just that's the end of it right there. So, but it's like basically some type of formula I know that Vanessa has there. Starting with Dovetail Pills, but I have some Maplewood Fest beer in the fridge for the game.
Nice.
Speaking of Fest beer, so it is Oktoberfest season. Poll question out there. Which team are you? Team Merson or Team Fest beer?
Merson.
2 easy things to check. So check the team that you prefer.
I need
What
my
is
malts.
Team Merson or Team Fest beer? Not Marzen. Not Mar. We're not going to go through that whole thing again. Team Merson or Team Fest beer? Those are your 2 Oktoberfest beer styles. So
they're both
Fest
good.
beer, they're both good. I mean, actually, what Dave is drinking is a Fest beer.
Yeah.
And the line is so blurred right now. You would think Robin Thicke was a craft brewer because you just can't tell them apart as much. You know, blurred lines. Nobody got that? Anybody got that? Anybody? Okay, just checking.
I rolled my eyes as obviously as I could.
But anyway, you know, we like the music trivia stuff around here. But anyway,
Man, that was bad.
Rod.
well, Robin Thicke got in a little trouble himself. So I mean, you know,
Yeah.
they got blurred for him too.
What's the difference between a fest dip and what'd you call it? A what?
A Merson.
Merson.
You say Marzen. A lot of people will say Marzen. I've seen brewers say it. It's like, you know,
Brown
like I said.
versus yellow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So the Fest beer is usually a little bit more toned down. Initially, it was more toned down than the Merson was. Your Merson was actually a little bit more breadier, a little bit more maltier, a little more darker, a little bit more of a body to it than what the Fest beer was. Now, it's kind of gotten blurred up, like I said, because Dave's got like the one he's got, I think it's like a 6.2 ABV, if I remember correctly.
What's can say here? 6-0.
Yeah, 6.0, which is usually higher than what it was when it initially came out. And then now that's higher than some of your Oktoberfest beer. So the Merzens, they kind of just changed it up. So again, breweries are going to brew and they're going to do whatever they're going to do. So it started out one way. It's kind of like the porter and the stouts now. How it used to be more distinguished. Now you got them blurred so close, like people are just like can't really even tell the difference as much as it used to be. And that's what happens. You have that with pale ales and India pale ales as well. Like really, the line is so thin nowadays. Yeah. I mean, it's like just put them all in the pale ale. I mean,
yeah,
the India pale ale was a marketing thing anyway. So really, just you could kind of drop that part because when they had that time and when India stuff came out for India pale ale back in like what they did the marketing like 18 something. Yeah, it was like 1830 something when they came up with it from the East India Company. But in India, the people in India didn't even like the India Pale Ale. It was only for the British people that were more your upper mid class to higher class that were really drinking it. So even the working stiffs of the British, they were actually still drinking porters. But it ended up sticking around as a name after they did the marketing employ. So yeah.
Call me local because I do not like them.
You found one you liked. So if you found one, there could be another, and there could be another.
But I need
could be another. Oh, so let's see here. 2 times 2 corners have it helps to narrow choices down. Okay, same digits at the 4. I think that went back to the 4 at the other one to the 2 by 2. Oh yeah. And tonight's strain, Sherbanger.
Yeah.
That's this nice strain. Yeah. We know what JT's doing. Yeah. JT is a man of many things. Making a chessboard for my brother in maple and walnut. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, awesome.
So you should make those and sell those. I know you people will buy those things.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Looks delicious, Shannon. Vanessa said. And Vanessa's a fan now of Left Hand after having, I had the Left Hand head brewer or on here, and we kind of talked about Left Hand and stuff like that, and she started checking it out.
And now you can own part of Left Hand if you want to invest. You
can. They actually have opened it up where they're selling shares to Left Hand, and now you can actually be a part. You want to be a part of craft brewery owned? I mean, I don't know. It's not like you got a lot of talking powers like the people that have the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay where they get like little shares. You really can't do anything with it except just be like, I know I own part of a craft brewery. That's all you really get out of it, being able to tell people that. So,
okay, I will say one of those 2 beers that I had that were the best beers I ever had. One of them was Left Hand.
Yeah, we remember which one it was. Was it the Nitro Stout? It's upcoming. It's upcoming. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that, teasing it out there. Yeah. All right. Donner said that'll be a nice chessboard. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That could be a great little thing to be selling in some shop. Put it on the Etsy store or something. And JT said definitely sounds nice. I have a tournament-sized wooden set that I rarely take out these days. I wonder, do they still play chess like in the parks and different places? Like, I know Chicago, you had like little park areas and people would do stuff downtown. In New York, they would.
They have the built-in tables and stuff where people will sit and wait for people to come up and challenge them and stuff. It still happens.
With the little timer clock and everything, too.
Mm-hmm.
Which I never really got the whole timer thing. Like, if you didn't make a call in a certain amount of time, did you get penalized or something? Or
I think you lose your move.
Oh, really? So it'd be like done in a minute or something like that?
Well,
like,
I don't know specifically, but I feel like you just don't get your move if you don't go fast enough. You have to have your head in the game constant.
Mm-hmm.
We play a game. It's called The Hive, and it's you can take it. It's like in a little bag, and you can take it wherever you want. But it's kind of like chess. It's got different bugs, and each bug can only move certain ways, and you have to. It's hard to explain, but it's really a fun game.
So kind of got some chess type movement then.
Yeah, it is. It's got a lot of like chess qualities to it, I guess.
Yeah.
I was never great at chess. It just wasn't my game, I guess.
Yeah, fun fact. I was actually in the chess club when I was in school back in the day.
I could see that.
Okay. Well, most people wouldn't, but okay. I tried to shake that part of the nerd complex, but yeah, I did.
You were apparently a water polo champion too. So.
Water polo, and I was in Dungeons and Dragons. I was in Dungeons and Dragons Club too at one point, so I got all kinds of stuff.
I did
that yeah. See, this was trying to think she knows me. I'm like, bam! I was also Dungeons and Dragons. You ain't know about that, did you?
I was right there with you on the Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. I can give you some notes on how to develop characters.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Todd? Cheers, my friend.
How you doing? Sorry I'm late.
You're all right. You're gonna be sorry. We're good.
Better late than never, though.
Yep.
Right?
Todd was out doing his Dr. Didi impression playing golf tonight, so.
Wasn't very good, but I was trying.
You always, if you're playing golf, you're still doing all right. You're still winning for the most part.
Yeah.
Although you win more when it's like the job sends you and you're doing it on company time. That's even bad. That's the best time when it's like you don't even care where you hit the ball because the company's paying you to be out there. So
That's right. Like, who cares? Better than being at work.
Let's see. I'm saving to buy the open bill CNC machine. Then add a 4th axis rotational rig to it. I think rotary CBC to make the chess pieces. Oh, okay.
That's fancy.
That is. Cheers, Bumpy.
Hey, Bumpy.
So bumpy.
I made it for a table that can travel with the board, etc. to pack and bring out and about to chest wherever. There you go. Keep it on the move.
Now, if
10-year-old.
you can get the pieces to attack each other like wizards' chess, let me know.
Well, there you go. 10-year-old pop me. I got more, JT. I got more. Night's still young, my friend.
Give it time. Give it.
Todd.
He's never going to give it up.
They didn't like my blurred lines reference. None of them gave me anything on. You would have gave me a laugh. One of you would have been here, but they were all like, "Yeah, we got it. We got it."
Sorry.
Oh,
Anyway.
that equivalence is called the fistal methyl ring. Okay.
Oh.
Chris in the house. Cheers. Off the 10th. Another great channel there.
Hi, Chris.
And trying to find a piece of holly to make a chessboard from 2. Hollywood is about as bright white as you can get in the wood. Huh.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Bubby says, I wish I was a working stiff. Now I need pills. Oh. Yeah, you're right, Shannon. Right where you're thinking, that's where Bumpy's at.
Okay. Yeah, right.
That's Bumpy.
Hey. We're going to pull out our prescriptions here.
Call him blue pill Bumpy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rod,
Left hand.
I feel like you know a little too much about Bumpy. I'm kind of concerned.
No, but by the joke, I mean, that's the commercials that always come on with the blue pill. So.
Oh yeah, I feel like you know a little too much about Bumpy now. I'm concerned.
I've known Bumpy for a number of years.
If this live stream lasts longer than 4 hours,
yeah. Yes, left hand also veteran owned.
Patreon. That's only on the Patreon.
That's only the Patreon. You got to pay extra for that. Oh, let me see here. Oh, Shannon, you tease. Yeah, Shannon was teasing about the you know what for later. Yeah. Hey, Kentucky Brew, what is up? Cheers, my friend. Good to see you.
Oh.
Thanks, though.
It's tonight or
Yeah.
tomorrow.
It's teasing.
You guys get on the same page on the teasing there. Just saying. Seems to work out better when you both know what you're going to do. Anyway. Yeah, Kentucky Brew Review. What is going on, fellas? Great to see you. If you guys haven't checked these guys out, they've got a whole crew. I told Todd actually, because Todd is actually across from you guys in Indiana, but they're actually down in Kentucky. And I got a chance to meet a few of them years ago out at the Cincinnati Beer Fest over at the Duke Energy Center, the one that we went to that time. So I'm thinking about coming back to go to one of those. I come back, I'll let you guys know. So hopefully you guys can get up there again.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
But they're a blast of a channel.
Hour and 40 minutes away.
Which reminds me, I just saw a month from now, since you guys are going to have, what we'll talk about in a second, you're a month away from the maze. So you might be able to go to the maze and do some stuff for the channel too.
We've been to the maze. She
I gotta work that weekend.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
But you've been to the maze when you had a channel.
It's all right.
I mean, it's national brews for sure. Like it's.
I might feel differently about it now.
Next year then.
Every Thursday, a local chess club meets at Burning Bush Brewing Company. One of these days, I'll go there. Oh, there you go. Speed chess. I don't play speed chess. So speed chess, I guess, if you don't do it to a certain point, maybe you lose your move. Druid, Ranger, Wizard, a few Ogre Warriors for D&D. Yeah, see, Vanessa knows D&D. There you go. Liz says, hugs everybody, and hugs back to Liz. Hopefully Liz is doing well.
Big hugs.
And thinking of doing some security work if they don't mind using a rollator. Hey,
Hey,
no wrong with that. Yeah.
you can use it as a weapon.
Yeah.
There you go. I like the yellow pill because my life doesn't allow me to plan ahead. If you don't know, Bumpy's like the father of all dad jokes out there. So just saying. Sup, gang? I just fed the stray cat and I'm ready to party. I want to see if I can slur my way through my Friday shift. Let's go.
And it's on.
Indeed, it would be definitely good. And I got to get you guys on. I'll try to send you guys a thing here so we can try to do like a joint broadcast or something at some point as well. Get something set up there because I brought back the spotlights, which are great. So shout out to Shane and for Gerben coming on Dutch Beer Geek. We had some fun on that. Already working on the next few coming up here. So Mal had done one before, was in Perfectly Me Crafts. So it was a good time. I love doing the spotlights and getting back into it, and people seem to be enjoying it. I have a caramel pecan moonshine in the fridge. You'll get it out. Get it out. Let's get into it.
Doing in the fridge.
Right? I'm an air traffic controller. Whatever. Planes can basically fly themselves. Oh, don't be working on Tuesday or Friday next week when I got to fly. That's all I'm saying.
No kidding. No kidding.
Actually, I wouldn't mind if Emerson working. Emerson would be like, Rod J's on that aircraft. Everybody clear airspace. Let me get my man down. So I probably wouldn't mind him actually working. Him and Dave.
Yeah,
Dave. Yeah. Bumpy is awesome. Bumpy's also doing some food stuff on his channel now too with different reviews.
Nice.
What's up, Emerson, Lake, and Palmer?
What's Bumpy's channel?
Bumpyisms right there. Bumpyisms.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he changed it to that now because he's doing more stuff besides just the beer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm very familiar with the word no.
Oh God.
Well, hopefully you leave it there. You're not like Bill Cosby familiar.
Ooh. Wait, too soon? Too soon?
No, not
Too soon.
Too soon? Not really.
Where's my spotlight invite? Oh, well, hey, you're in the same chat with everybody else. You could have got at me too now. But we'll get you set up. I got John. He's reached out. We're trying to look at doing something with him, but I don't think I can do his on Monday since I'll be leaving Tuesday to travel. And thank you, Vanessa. She shared Bumpy's link there in the chat as well. I do think I'm ready for another eye exam. Another one? So have you had one this year already, or you just like maybe a few years past due?
I'm probably definitely a few years past due.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
overdue.
Have you ever had one?
You never had an eye exam?
Hence past due.
Wait a minute, you never.
Only for my license.
Don't. You'll be like, what? What happened to you, Shannon? Like, damn, who the hell are you? Yeah.
Next morning, have you seen my glasses? Shannon, like, no.
I'm answer on your head. I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, y'all kill me. But yeah, so caught up on the comments there thus far. I can't say it for too long because I'll probably be back behind at some point here. Dave, you got another beer. Yeah, probably. Oh, wait a minute, Todd, you got a beer. What beer did you get when you came in? Before I get to Dave's next one.
Pumpkin spice latte, Left Hand Brewing Nitro.
Wait a minute, you're doing the same one that Shannon did. No. Shannon did the white nitro. You did the pumpkin. Wow.
I
Pumpkin.
didn't see that one in there.
Yeah, they're in there.
Is that the one we got a 4-pack of?
Got a 4-pack of both of them.
Oh, it smells good.
So you jumped right into pumpkin already. It's not even fully through the first week of September.
Yeah.
Well, I
Here we
mean,
go.
either that or early stuff, and she don't drink that anyway. So, or it's beers that we need to do for our channel. So now we're in that category of like, I'm gonna drink it, but I guess we gotta wait.
Is there a channel coming out?
Maybe. Oh.
Or so.
Let's see here. Left eye is Nafu this time at the VA eye doc. Change my script upwards for the left eye. It helps to see around the distortion. And Bumpy said, I can't remember. I think I was drunk throughout the year. So he can't remember when he was last there. So you ever been so buzzed? Because I was reading about this one time before, and I don't know what we're talking about. Like you get so drunk that you actually squint, and when you squint, you can actually see better. Have you ever had that happen?
Don't know what you're talking about, right?
No, there's people that talk about like when they like you get so hammered that people will squint, and actually their vision is better when they're squinting when they're like hammered.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just wake up with a lot of weird Amazon shit. I'm like, Amazon shit at the door the next day. I'm like,
When
what the hell did I order this?
Yeah.
One of my best friend's wife, she said she would drive like this with her thumbs up and just stay between the lines.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like, if I just drive my thumbs up and just try to
keep the balance. It's kind of like a video, just like a video game. Just keep it right in between there. Yeah.
Right there, but
Yeah, there might have been some things in the past that people have done that were not good things to do for sure.
yeah.
Oh, you live and learn. So,
Hopefully.
well, some of us never learn, but
well, yeah. Squinting squishes the eyeball. That changes the lens shape. Well, there you go. That's the science behind it.
of course Vanessa would know that. Why wouldn't she?
I get to a certain point of drunkenness where I'm a better driver than when I'm sober. Results may vary.
Yeah.
Can't disagree with that, JT, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Bill? Everyone I called doing the pop eye when you have to close one eye to be able to see. Oh, how that can happen. Yeah. No, those are some of the stories that I guess everybody kind of has. So one of the things I was thinking about earlier was for the show, get your guys' thoughts on it. Has craft beer become stagnant? Do you feel like when you go out there now for craft beer, it's not as great as what it was a few years ago? Like everything is so much commonality where when you go to the store now, it's like just like hazy IPA, a porter, a stout, maybe. It's just everything is like nothing to really buzz excitement. Like even when you see like some of the bigger hitters out there that you used to go after, it's kind of they're out there, but I don't know. It's just kind of a curious thing. Like, what do you think about the craft beer experience right now? Do you feel it's still to be same as exciting, or do you feel kind of like it's kind of maybe in that little not moving as much mode where everybody's just coming together a little bit more, and you're kind of like,
I think it's maturing. It's getting to like the adult. It's been around for a generation now. So it's kind of like maturing. There hasn't been really anything new since hazies, but I don't know. I think, hazies probably outsell everything else. So people are putting their money into that.
That's a good point, Dave. That's actually probably pretty spot on.
Yeah.
It's like our liquor store here though kind of sucks, so I really can't say on that because it's like hit and miss on. Like sometimes you get really good stuff. It's like, where'd that come from? Out of nowhere, and then like the standard distribution sometimes it's kind of shaky. So I'm not sure.
Oh, damn it, dog.
I have to agree. I think the word maturing is beautiful for that. I really do believe that though we're not seeing crazy new styles coming out or anything, the styles that are there are being not perfected, but played with. And there's a certain level of integration you're getting between different styles and different breweries, and you have so many options at this point that people can be more discerning when they're choosing their beer. They're not just getting yellow beer that's, from the 70s that, everybody had to drink the same kind of beer. Now you have this whole slew of all these different styles, and people are more accepting of the fact that that beer isn't just Michelob, or beer isn't just Miller, or beer, I think maturing is a lovely way to put it, and I agree. I think it's developing into something that's more robust, not necessarily exploding with crazy like it was 20 years ago.
Kind of feel like most of the breweries have caught up to the most of the styles of beers that's being brewed. I feel like it's more of an even playing field from what it used to be, for sure. Like Hot Butcher, from one was like, okay, they were great in that, and other half or whatever is like they were kind of. I feel like everybody's kind of stepped their game up to get to more of that level, I think, than what it was.
So the way you guys are putting it to me in my mind is like you guys are telling me that Stifler's growing up. Like Stifler's growing up from American Pie, like where the craft beer was a wild kid in the class, and now it's kind of like now Stifler's got a job in the real world and he's taking things seriously.
Not a tie.
Right.
I mean, I'm still banging, but yeah.
Well, yeah. I look at it and I just think like, when you go there, you kind of looking at beers you're choosing. It's kind of like, oh, here's one brewery here and they got their hazy. Let me see what's there. Here's another brewery. They got their hazy. Here's another brewery. They got their, it's like you have different breweries, but you have the same styles. So it's almost like, I feel like craft is kind of, it's like Michelob, Coors, but whatever, they all have the same style, but they're also under a different name. Now, that being said, all of them don't taste the same like you would with the macros. They all got their own feel and appeal. That's what makes craft brewing so great because they all put their own different spins on it. But it's just to a point where I can remember going in there and being like, I don't even know what, I go in, I get a basket, like I need a cart because I'm coming out with like a bunch more beers. And now it's like I skip things a lot more easier.
Yeah.
And so it's just kind of like, just kind of that thought out there. Has it become a little bit more stagnant? And it might be the more maturing stage that it's going through. We have a thing right now where things are getting consolidated. And speaking of that, unfortunately, I don't know if you guys saw the piece or not, Tilray Brands, they just got rid of their team over at 10 Barrel. The name of the team, the innovative team that come up that came with 10 Barrel. They cut their jobs. Now Tilray had just took them over. They took over Terrapin. They took over a few other ones. But these kind of things are going to happen. But when 10 Barrel got released, I say released like they were in prison under AB and Bev. But when they got released back into the wild. Everybody was happy about it. And then Tilray got them, and everybody's like, "Oh, Tilray, they're pretty cool. They're trying to do some stuff." And then, but you're always going to have these kind of things that ain't happening. We saw the stuff with Anchor under Sapporo. People were kind of cautious seeing what they're doing with Stone and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to have, when they look down line, like we're going to cut budgets here, cut budgets there, blah, blah, blah. Unfortunately, that's a part of any business and stuff. Yeah. So hopefully the people at that brewery with 10 Barrel, they bounce back. I know that they were talking about the one lady that led the team. She had just been recognized at the Craft Brewer Conference for like a big award and all kinds of stuff. So I'm sure she'll probably get on with somebody else, hopefully her people and stuff too. But this is part of the industry that takes place. But I just feel like there's not as high of the excitement on some stuff. And I know I'm seeing more people try to push the cold IPA again right now. That's probably one of the newer things I see being pushed out there. I am seeing more smoke beers, which brings a little bit more excitement in that because it's not just everything has to be Shankurla. Other breweries are catching on and trying different smoke beer recipes, which is pretty cool. So there is still some stuff out there. Just, it's definitely cost conscious, like you guys have mentioned there, because they're all in business and nobody's doing it for UNICEF, right? They're all got to make $1. Yeah. So they're all trying to get that. They're all trying to get that part of it. But that gets hold of chicken and egg. Are the people asking for hazy because they love hazies, or are they just asking for hazy because they only know hazy, right? Yeah. So how do you break that routine?
That's what the breweries do, is teach them what else is out there.
Yeah, good breweries will do that. Good breweries will do that.
Mm-hmm. That's right. My brewery will do that.
Yeah. I know people that hated the West Coast IPA, wouldn't drink it. They were just anti-IPA, but they like hazy because it's not bitter. You get all of those, aromas and flavors up front without the bitterness. So, I mean, I think the hazy did bring people into drinking beer. But I think another part of it is everything now is so hyper local. Like, here in a major market, I don't have to go to my grocery store to buy beer, where I could walk a block across the street and go to Hot Butcher and get something, or go a little further down. So I don't think you're going to have these national craft brewery brands out there. You're still going to have your Sierra, your Boston, Voodoo Ranger, New Belgium. I mean, but there's not a lot of national craft brewery brands anymore because everyone's just buying from across the street.
Yeah.
You're right on that for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's what led to basically the backing up by AB and Bev and Constellation and I think Miller Coors even, that they released some of the ones they have purchased previously because it just wasn't worth them actually having that there like they thought it was going to be. So,
well, look at you guys are drinking Left Hand. Like 10 years ago, you could get Left Hand everywhere, and now that everything's like scaled back and local, while you could still get it, you don't get as much, and I think that may hurt them.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like our distribution here on different variations. When I used to be so excited, even 4 or 5 years ago, it was like, oh, we're getting them now. They're not even here anymore. It's like they're gone. So it's, like you said, more local, regional stuff is coming in to its own.
Yeah. One of the weird ones I would say from brewery wise, that's kind of a anomaly in my mind, is Avery Brewing, because Avery Brewing got picked up by one of the big companies, and then you saw less Avery.
Yeah.
Where you thought you would see more Avery. So it's like, you find the Maserati one or whatever, and a couple other ones here and there, but you don't find as much as they did. I used to love their Gold Label series where they had the higher ABV, and you rarely see those out there now. And I don't know if they cut distribution on them or are not making them as much anymore, but when they got acquired, you definitely saw them get a downtick, and people thought it'd be more, and it went less. So that might be them doing margin cuts as well. So yeah. And I can't fault from like them bringing it back in. Again, I always go back to the Sawgrass situation. They basically showed you can overextend too far, and that's what happened to them out of Kansas, right? So a lot of breweries have that as there as well. You need to make sure you're actually pacing what you can actually handle and control. So, and not to overextend.
They hit distro here, and they were as quickly as they were here, they was gone. Just that fast.
Tallgrass. I said Tallgrass. I think it was Tallgrass. Yeah.
I think they were out of Iowa, I believe.
Kansas. They were to Kansas. Yeah. Because I remember that because that's like one of the few breweries I knew out of Kansas. So yeah. Craft beer stagnant, kind of. In Chicago, the smoke has cleared, and there are about a dozen of 15 really good one, and the rest have almost died off. So JT can definitely see that part of it there. Bill said, yeah, I got burned out with drinking in general. Got 5 months today from drinking. Still fun to watch people drink though. Well, good for you, Bill. Definitely. And you're doing a lot of stuff getting clear, I know. And if you're ever looking for some crock pot recipes, Bill's always making crock pot recipes, and you should check out his channel for that alone.
Those are the best ones right there.
I'm subscribing right now. PG-13.
He's always got different stuff. He gives you the whole view of what he's putting in the crock pot, dices and slices and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, good stuff happened on his channel.
All right. Oh, I'm already subscribed. All right, there you go.
Just got to hit that alarm bell so you know.
Yeah.
I feel it's definitely died down since we started 11 years ago. Yeah, so that's the thing. It's just not as glamorous as what it once was. But I think, anything, the shine rubs off after a point, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think, in my opinion, they're going to have an infusion here with THC drinks at some point as more states get those approved. I think you're going to see a switch over, and that's going to bring some excitement back in because some of the population that maybe not drink, but they want to go ahead and do like the marijuana where it's legal, they are drawn into some of the THC drinks. And I think that's going to be a boost back into the beverage industry.
Now, because I legally cannot where I work, but I've heard on good authority that the Cheech and Chong water is actually pretty good.
Oh, okay. Good authority. All right.
I hear it tastes almost like a squirt.
Hearsay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you like squirt, they're old school 50-50.
Yeah.
They have like a grapefruit that I've heard is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a few people out there, if they're going to endorse something with THC, Cheech and Chong are on the list. You would definitely, okay, I believe them.
Yeah, right. That'd be
Cheech, Chong, Willie, Snoop. Yeah.
like, those guys says yes.
Did you see, speaking of Snoop, did you see Urkel has a line of weed out? And like,
Yes,
he looks exactly the same. Like 20, 30 years later, like you look at him and like, oh man, that's Urkel. But he has like this new line of weed out. He was plugging with Snoop the other
Really?
day.
Yeah. I think it's Urkel
and
something. I think it's Urkel something in the
Purple
title.
Urkel or
Purple
something.
Urkel or something like that. Yeah.
Did I do that?
It's all this now, catering to the regulars more than looking for new drinkers. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, at some point they're catering to keep the lights and stuff on too, right? So, we'll proceed more with the price of beers and tired of the hangovers. Yeah. I mean, depending where you're at, the craft prices definitely hit hard. Obviously, nobody wants to really go through the hangovers. Yeah, that's why moderation always comes into play, and knowing how much you're actually drinking and knowing your tolerance, right? So,
Not all of us can live on Rod J deals.
Yeah. I mean, I don't always get them, but when I do, I appreciate them. Yeah.
In comparison,
You
buy a
what?
4-pack of, so I said in comparison, if you're buying like a 4-pack of 8% beers, how many like macros would you have to buy to compare to that? It's not just straight up ABV against ABV though, is it? Right?
Yeah, I mean, because if you get like a 6-pack of like say a Bud, you're probably paying what $4.55 or something, or is it more than that now? I haven't bought that in so long.
I know, like I mean, you could get a 30-pack for $13.
Yeah,
that's the equivalent of a 4-pack of craft.
Yeah. So you get
a 4-pack of craft beers, a good craft beer, let's say 8.5% or whatever for $19, whatever. So how many like macros would you have to drink to compare to 8% beers? Price wise, it's probably fairly close, I would think, right? Or no?
I mean, you're getting 16-ounce cans if you're doing a 4-pack, so you're looking at 64 ounces versus you got more ounces in the 12-pack or whatever you're probably paying on the macro, but you're pissing a lot more.
Well, yeah,
because you're drinking a lot more, but at $20-some, you're probably getting a higher ABV. Even than the 8, you're probably up around 10 to 12.
But then you're all bloated with everything else. Yeah. I don't want all those heavy adjuncts and drinking a 30-pack old style and gain 20 pounds over the weekend.
You're right.
I don't care how much I like private stock when I was 17. I ain't drinking a case of it.
Sure, it's a little bit more expensive, but is it really that much more expensive if you go like beer to beer? Maybe you got to drink 12 of those to compare to 4 of these. You know what I mean? Like, really,
however you break it over. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the right conversion would be, but you'd have to drink more macro than to match up to some of the craft you're getting, I think. So just what that number is, I can't say, but I think you're on the right trail with that. Because a 4-pack of, even a 6-pack of Bud versus a 4-pack of a craft beer, if you get 8 or 9%, you're probably going to get like a 12-pack of that Bud to match that 4-pack, right? So, yeah.
So I feel like it's probably not in the same ballpark, but probably pretty close, I would think.
Yeah. Why didn't the huge shopping malls have drinking in the malls? People watching would have been next level fun if so.
That's why you have airports, Vanessa.
Yeah, well, I don't know if I want that in the mall. I can remember being in the malls back in the 80s and when I was a kid in high school, and you have drinking in the malls too much. I mean, you did have like some spots. You had like Bennigan's and you had like some Fridays, some spots on the first floor. You didn't want them on the second floor where somebody would fall over the banister.
Yeah.
But you'd have some spots on the first floor away from the other mall area. So I couldn't enjoy the budget craft beers anymore if I just top shelf or nothing and no longer to pay $4 or $5 for a pint of beer. Yeah. Smoked beers with the smoked barbecue. Yes, that's That's some good pairing there.
I'm good.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, my friend.
Good ones in there.
Good. Drink
How can anyone hate West Coast IPAs? Dead to me, because Sammy wears that West Coast flag
Oh,
proudly.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay, Sam. I still love you.
What I'm
Sorry.
saying. Oh, they're asking for haze because they are tired of all the brown ales we have readily available.
Yeah.
I do like some good brown ales. Right, Dave. 95% of what I drink is brewed within 5 miles of where I live. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm having right now is really good.
Yeah. So what did you pour there?
I went to Revolution yesterday. They had a
Nice.
book release for guy used to write for the Tribune, Josh Knoll, has a new book out on the history of Malort. So I was there for this. And
Can I just say, if the history of Malort is more than one page, it's too long.
Yeah. I had,
You know you loved it, Rod.
I had yesterday a barrel aged stout that was aged in Malort barrels. That was really good. But this one is a collaboration between Revolution and Half Acre. It's on, double barrel aged. This is delicious.
But that's not done in Malort, though.
No, this is like regular bourbon barrel.
Now, what's the ABV on that one?
It doesn't say, but it's one of those, if you have to ask,
I'm like, how do breweries still do that nowadays? Like, how does not everybody put ABV on their stuff? I just one of those things that the date infuriates me, and the ABV infuriates me. I don't know which one infuriates me more. The date infuriates me more.
Yeah. No,
but the ABV,
it's one of those, if you have to ask, don't bother.
Yeah. I mean, you're in good shape with that double barrel age and everything, but it's kind of like still, it's just like.
That's like the ABV.
All right, Peter Gregg. Come on, guys. Yeah. Come on, guys. Yeah. So, yeah.
ABV should be all on
It's
the cans.
hot in here.
Yeah, it should be like required.
Yeah.
That's just a craft beer heating you up, Shannon.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8%.
Well, hadn't you been running around
Yeah.
for just 10 minutes?
Those are some good out-of-town beers. Great Lake Sierra, Victory. Yeah, all of them. Solid.
Do you have the Nosferatu yet?
I have not picked. It was actually in my shop. I haven't picked it up yet, though.
Right.
But we got the 4-pack pint cans now, which I didn't see before. I was used to the bottles, but they get the pint cans for it.
Yeah, because I had a 6-pack of the 12-ounce cans.
Yeah. That's Bill's channel that Vanessa put out. Thank you, Vanessa. Mm-hmm. And thanks for subbing. Appreciate that, Bill said. Well, Sammy, I need a place to put my huge glass.
Oh my God, dude.
I would think Cheech and Chong water would taste like bong water. I picked the Ravens over the Chiefs. Oh, yeah, that is tonight with the Ravens and the Chiefs game. Yeah. I agree, Rob. Marijuana and beer hasn't been exploited yet. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's the next big thing is the THC drinks that I know some states like Minnesota and Illinois are pushing for. And I know, Dave, you had one of your guests even talked about on Illinois about how they're pushing right behind really Minnesota on trying to be that
because
second one out there.
What industry is better because you already have age requirements, you have all the labeling requirements. I mean, no one knows better how to put this out than a brewery. So you would think it would be a no-brainer, but it's just getting legislators on board.
Yeah. And I'm seeing 30 packs of PBR for $16.99 around the north side.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you got to look at your Benny's emails, JT. I think you can get it cheaper than that. You might get a Rod J deal. Let me look up at my Outlook and see.
I love the emails. Yep, I'm right there with you, man.
Problem is when the beer tastes so damn good, it's hard to stop at 2
wine and hard liquor, and I'm like, no, stop.
Well, if I happen to be in the neighborhood, maybe I'll swing in. Yeah. It's hard to stop at 2 pints. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, if some days the beer goes down really good and it's hard to stop there. And he said, "And your best friend becomes a toilet." Only again, if you're drinking lactose and you're lactose intolerant, that you would not want to do that. You will be seeing the porcelain god the next morning.
No big sale at Benny's this weekend. The best you could get is a 24 a case of Bud for 16. But last weekend they had some good deals.
I hope you didn't hear that.
I'm stopping on the way home. Yeah. I'm still digging terpenes in beer at the moment. Well, there you go.
Isn't that what's in wine?
Terpene? I don't know if it's in wine.
No,
I think that.
I don't think so.
What is it that's in wine that makes
sulfites?
I don't know. Who knows?
Does the beer work as the bong water? Might be a Bill Nye the Science Guy experiment take place on that one. That guy even still do science? How old is that guy now? Yeah. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Mars here in Chicago, so I've heard, has a beverage called bong water that is allegedly with THC. I don't know this firsthand.
Yeah.
Wait, I think we have a special guest. Moira, come here.
Oh, the doggies are out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
Moira has we had to take her to the vet. She gets like bad allergies. So she had she's scabbing like by her armpit. So she's in like the t-shirt of shame. So I don't know if I her up. Moira, you want to come up?
Shirt of shame.
She's in her little pink t-shirt.
Oh, you look beautiful.
Yes. Yes. Say hi, Magoo. Say hi, little girl.
A little ashamed.
Yeah,
she's like, I'm hot. I'm hot. They put me in this and I can't get out. I'm hot. They don't let you in airports anymore unless you have a ticket. I used to visit inside them a lot. Well, you can go in the airport. You can't get past security.
You could buy a ticket and get it refunded within 24 hours. Just go inside, have a couple $16 beers, and you're good to go.
There you go.
Nice. Exchange your ticket for a gift certificate.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been to any airport where you couldn't come in once you didn't have a ticket. You just can't get only a certain so far.
Yeah.
Alan's in the house. What is going on? Cheers, my friend. He said he had his craft beers in Mall in Fargo last year. Yeah. The mall was at well, no, I'm thinking the Mall of America or whatever. That's in Minnesota. But
Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Yeah.
But Fargo's nice. I've been to a couple breweries over there. It's kind of fun.
All I know about Fargo is the movie. It was based on a true story. Anyway, they changed the name, they said. I've been enjoying the raw NA kombucha to curb my beer cravings. Been working as well. Well, there you go. I tell you what, Bill, because I know you're not drinking alcohol, but two things that I'm actually with now that assigned me up as ambassadors are Go Brewing and Athletic Brewing. So down in my description links, there's actually a link if you want to check them out, and I think both of them will give you a discount if you wanted to make an order or something from them too. So
with Athletic,
Athletic and Go. So
When we were in Canada, when we went to Grand Bend Beach on the little strip there, it had a kombucha brewery.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Did you try it? You didn't try it?
No, I've never tried kombucha because just the description of it just doesn't sound good to me.
I haven't done it either, but I'm thinking I want to try it at some point, but I just never got around doing it.
I mean, it does have it does smell like feet.
It's
Yum.
That's a great description.
Yeah.
Nacho chips.
It reminds me of Saison.
Saison?
I've actually been to a kombucha brewery, and actually it was really nice. Like they had like a plum one and, different flavors, a raspberry one and stuff, but it was kind of fun. It was a little different, like.
Are they really acidic like vinegar? Like I feel like they taste vinegary.
Yeah,
it has a bit of a vinegary quality to it, yes. Just a smidge. But it's not like harsh or anything. It's just a different flavor profile. You got to give it a try to know for sure how you feel about it. But it reminds me of like a place that does open fermentation sours or a place that does saisons. Like it feels kind of like those. But it has a bitterness that's different. It's kind of cool, actually. It's, I don't know, a whole different animal. So if you get a chance to try one, you really should just see how you feel about it. But it's an acquired taste. I will admit that freely.
I mean, I like vinegary things. I like malt vinegar.
Speaking of acquired tastes, I am running on empty, so I will be right back.
All right. So, Shannon, you poured the pumpkin beer. What do you think of the pumpkin?
It's freaking delicious.
Really?
Yes.
Because this is your first time having that one from Left Hand.
Yeah. Like, literally, I'm such a newbie. Like,
It's nitro also.
yeah, I'm such a newbie that, like, the whole new world's opened up to me. Like, every once in a while, he'd be like, try this, and I might take a sip of it, but especially like ones that, you can get at the liquor store. All the craft beers I usually try are from like local breweries and stuff. So, yeah.
Nice. Left Hand, they got a good thing going.
Yeah. I got critiqued because I called it I called it left-handed.
Left-handed.
Oh.
Left-handed brewery, I think is what you said. I'm not sure.
If you drink enough of them, you will be thinking left-handed. So.
Well, yes. By the end of we bought those beers and we did God.
Yeah.
4 videos, I think.
Yeah, and they were all above 8%, I think. And
videos. Like if somebody were to want to watch videos, like where would they go to see these videos?
Oh yeah,
good call, Dave.
We're getting close. We're getting close.
I mean, I can't stay on the whole show, so I'm trying to get like a sneak peek.
All right.
There's the name of our channel right there, but we
Yeah.
just gotta let go live.
Can you time them when to publish, or do you have to physically publish it?
No, you can schedule stuff out ahead of time.
Yeah.
But so since Dave is pushing and Shannon keeps teasing here, I'll get away from the comments for a second. I did have Bills up there, but yeah, Beer Advocate and Untapped, which is funny because Beer Advocate is actually owned by Untapped. I don't know why Beer Advocate is still around. I guess just because of the following behind it, but Untapped actually owns Beer Advocate there. But you can definitely see the ABV on the site there. But we know it's a pretty good ABV for sure.
Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, or maybe you heard the rumblings, maybe been some rumblings out there.
out there in the field back there.
Yeah, back in the field. No, we sold the tractor to get some new stuff happening around here.
Yeah. We sold the tractor, and
So, I mean, Todd and Shannon, you want to talk about it? Or you want
tomorrow? It's tomorrow.
It's always tomorrow.
So. All right, Annie. So tomorrow, tomorrow will be the launch. I don't know what time, so I can't tell you what time, but
whenever I roll out of bed.
Right,
whenever she rolls out of bed.
Whenever I get done watching my TikTok videos.
A new beer channel to hit the fold will be What's Your Beer, featuring our own Todd and Shannon.
Oh, it's a shit show.
It's going to be great. So I'm subscribed to it, but I found a way to subscribe to it. I can't tell you guys how to do it yet.
That if you're not going to tell people how to do it.
Because I like the exclusivity that I'm the only one subscribed to it outside of Todd. So I got that going to me until tomorrow. Once tomorrow is, everybody's going to subscribe to it. So
I feel ridiculously left out right now, guys.
Well, you went to go get a beer. Who's that on? As Joe would say, that's on you. Joe would say that's on you.
Are you?
Nice pour.
You blaming me for getting a beer?
Your beer
What the hell is the channel about?
I'm blaming you. I'm blaming you on the timing.
I'm blaming you on the timing. You waited till my beer was gone before you brought up a thing.
I mean, Mal,
You should
Mal,
have the beer fridge right there at like
right there.
your side. Yes.
I mean, Mal, you're saying a lot of stuff.
Chew, get her the beer fridge for fuck's sake. Just put the beer fridge there, Chew. Yeah.
I hear Mal saying a lot of stuff, but all I can make out is
blah 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 blah.
That's funny. I thought that was what your channel was called.
Oh, wow. Look at you with the comeback.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Hey, you can't call it out before I hit the button.
That's what we should have called our channel. Blah, blah, blah. I would love that.
You know, with that attitude, Mal, you know what you can do.
Turn around.
Sounds like karaoke in Niagara.
That is still my favorite soundbite you have. It's just, I love it. I like it better than the Smokey the Bear.
You like it better than Smokey?
I do.
Wow.
I do.
Tough.
I love that one. It's hilarious. As a music teacher, I find that stupidly funny.
See, there should be a Chuggy category for best sound clips. I could definitely be leading in that category. For best audio clips on a live, I should be up for that category. Team Fest Beer, 55% right now to 47% Team Merson. So it's a tight one. It's a tight one. This is one of the tighter polls we've had thus far. I wasn't ready for that one yet. I actually grabbed another one of the Dark Anchor Porter, Heavy Seas. This one here, 6.2. Very nice porter. I'll have the review upcoming on that one, so I won't talk too much about it, but nice to get a nice porter.
Ooh, that's pretty.
World Works. Mango
Ooh.
Strawberry Cobbler.
Who's your brewing?
Good brewery. Well Works. That's a good brewery right there.
4.5%.
Hey, is he chewing on the chair?
A little lightweight.
Little bit. So yeah, tomorrow, whenever Shannon rolls out, we'll have the launch of What's Your Beer. So everybody stay tuned for that, and you can go ahead and subscribe once she actually launches it. And looking forward to it. So
I've rewatched the videos, and I'm like, do we even like each other?
You and I asked the same question.
I'm like,
You and I asked the same question.
It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing.
I'm like, he's all serious, and I'm like,
Best 8 minutes you'll ever watch.
Yeah.
there you go.
He was asking the same question when he super glued himself to our table during one of my crafts.
yeah.
Yeah. Super glued himself.
He did. He super glued himself to our table, and then he went to like get his hair out of his face, and then he was super glued to his hair. And
Oh God.
I was like, Jesus Christ! Did
hope
I
he had
marry
drawers
a
on.
3-year-old? I don't know.
Yeah.
You're right. Yes.
This is like an episode of Seinfeld with Kramer or something. I mean,
that was a rough video, and
Yeah.
he has to leave the room when I use super glue now. He's
Yeah.
not allowed to stay in the room anymore.
was it good? Good thing he didn't have an itch anywhere. You might have been awkward in that kind of stance.
Oh God.
Don't know. You can't go to the store right now.
What are you talking about? That's his normal stance.
Stay away from the playground.
No, that's his normal stance, man. Has nothing to do with the super glue. He's gonna kill me.
People are looking over my liquid love right now. You usually stand like that.
It was a slow night when I left him tonight, but hopefully he's not upsetting too many people.
Yeah. Cannabis consumption all time. Yeah, it's definitely higher. I mean, 22, 23, whatever the number is now, states legalize it. So there was definitely people waiting for it. Benny's is a bit of a drive for me, though.
They got that new one right there at the Vienna Beef Park, just opened. Not that far from you, JT.
Yeah, weed and hops, same family. Wheat and hops. Same. Yeah, I was going to make a T-shirt one time. I never got around to it. Like I was going to say, "What's up, cuz?" and have the hops on one side and the marijuana leaf on the other. But I never got around to making it. Maybe I'll still make it at some point.
Do it, Rod. Do it.
Yeah, Mal, I got those Drink a Beer Saver Brewery shirts too. If you haven't seen them, they're actually pretty slick.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
7-0 Ravens.
7-7 now.
Yeah,
7-7.
7 now.
7-7. Lots of that in the 90s. That was a popular drink back then. Therapies and marijuana. Cute dog Dave.
Yeah, now she's afraid. It's raining outside, so she's underneath underneath the desk.
Drecker and Junkyard are both great breweries in Fargo, Moorhead. Yeah, Drecker is very good.
Both Drecker and Junkyard. Junkyard was one of my actual favorites. Chu and I did 5-minute flights at both of those, and we had a blast.
The Drecker's nice. I've never had Junkyard.
I've never had Junkyard.
Junkyard was amazing. It was like a beachside setup, like it was all open to the air, and like it looked like you were in like a little shanty on the beach. But it's not on a beach. It's just, looks like that. But it was fantastic. And the beer was so good. Junkyard was amazing.
They should have designed the inside like Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
It wasn't that far off, to be honest. It wasn't that far off.
And when you open the door, it would do like the Sanford and Son theme song.
So one of my favorite bands of all time, old school punk band, is Social Distortion. And for like a couple tours when they came out on stage, that was the song they played, the Sanford and Son song. So it's like, all right,
Talk about bands. I saw a photo earlier this week. Talking about feeling old. They had a photo of Fishbone from back in the late 80s to what they look like now, and I'm like, man, yeah, it's like I don't like these 20, 30 year ago pictures they're starting to put up on all these celebrities and stuff nowadays. I'll check that out. Yeah, definitely check it out. Let me know what you think there. But yeah, like I said, I know with the Go Brewing, if you put in my promo J BeerVentures, I think it's 15% off, and I think the Athletic has something with it too. So,
yeah. Or you could put in beer in front.
I don't know what happened to Dave. Where'd he go?
We lost him.
I moved down to the other side of the Brady Bunch screen here. Yeah.
Brady Bunch.
Kombucha tastes like a good sour ale. Very good for the gut. It's been helping my digestion and losing weight. Kombucha is so good. I love it. Yeah, I heard a lot of good things with the weight loss type part as well. Best beer on the planet, in my opinion, Shipyard, Smash Pumpkin, all-time favorite beer besides Bubble Gut. Mile High Club. Yeah, Brewman's been putting out some, Beerman's been putting out some stuff with his beers, and that's Bubble Gut Brewing. Yeah. Excited for the launch, right? People have been asking, and people have been waiting.
Yeah, I might have to take a PTO day tomorrow just for this.
Right.
Amateur hour.
Professional, yeah.
Damn, I hate the fucking cheese.
Yeah, it's amateur hour.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Sub for show. That nice. Paul's announced PA Brew News. Cheers all. Ryan Oh, nice. Out camping in Southwestern. And shout out to Paul for making his milestone of 1,000 finally, which it was great that he was able to get there. Way overdue. Yeah.
Paul would appreciate what I'm doing. I'm getting into art now, and I just bought all these acrylic paints.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're gonna for painting? You're gonna paint now?
Yeah, look, I'll show you some.
No, do not you dare show them.
I'm going to anyway.
Well,
See, this is why you gotta. The channel's gonna be awesome.
There should just be like a live stream.
These are practices. These are me just trying to figure out what I like to do. They're shit.
That's not talent.
That's shit.
That's a beer label right there.
Yeah, that is a beer label. That is a beer
label right there, Shannon.
It is.
Yeah.
That's another.
Sorry.
I like it.
label too.
What's
Oh God,
I'm
Todd.
gonna show them all. 'Cause
yeah?
I
There's
like
nothing wrong with
that.
those. Yeah.
I got room right there. I got room right there, Shannon.
That could even be part of. That could be a series you do painting with. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you gonna do a beer painting series? A beer painting series on the channel? That could be. That could
I'll
be.
trade you a 4-pack of Chicago beer for one of those, and I'll put it right
There,
there.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, I will do one for you. Those are just practice things. Me trying to figure out what.
Nah.
Just-
Like,
all
I
right.
like the swirly one. The
Yeah, I'll
second
take
one.
one.
That
I've
was
been
my
doing
favorite.
the paint.
See, there
Like,
you go. Send them.
It was
send
beautiful. I liked it.
Yeah.
Send them out. See, that's what I said. She was like, "Yeah, they're just practice." I'm like, I just came from a brewery and they have
Yeah.
art on the wall. I'm like, you should sell them there for whatever.
Yeah.
$100 a piece.
I'm waiting for the Big Brother
Whatever.
Todd and Shannon experience.
Yeah. All the way. The Light BS Fest beers are trash. Paul says. So there you go. Is it? Well, I mean, Fest beer's still leading. It's still leading right now. Paul, with the opinion, Paul has no opinions whatsoever. JT, never does he have an opinion.
Oh, that's funny.
Fest beer by Maplewood, pretty solid though.
Yeah.
How exciting! A new channel, right? It's
Yeah.
gonna be awesome. I like to try it, JT. Cheers. Cannabis consumption. Oh, we had do cannabis consumption again. Maybe JT's got too much cannabis going right now. That was a junkyard. I came back to another one. He had the cannabis thing. I went to a junkyard for Junktoberfest last year. I have a video from there that's pretty fun. Oh, nice.
I think I visited
Social
them in
distortion
July,
rocks.
So it wasn't during Oktoberfest. I visited them in July.
Congrats on the 1K subs, Paul. You deserve it, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Blackjack Army? Cheers.
Hi.
To be a good artist, you have to fail a lot. Just keep doing what you're doing, right?
That's right. It's true.
I'm just doing it for my mental health. Just
no,
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
That's
I
like
did
the
some
first
music.
2 years of my podcast. They all sucked. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, just do it. You know,
It's an outlet. It's an outlet. Use
it's
that
an
outlet.
Use it for yourself.
That's what I do.
Yep.
I think that definitely works.
I got him.
Oh, nice. Good job.
You
that.
got him? Shit.
I thought you were clapping at the new channel all night. I didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah.
She's slapping down Nats like Mrs. Miyagi over there.
That art she's doing looks like a head injury.
It's like Joan Rivers on the old show. Yeah.
Been sniffing the paint a little too much.
Yeah.
I was thinking one of the skills at SeaWorld there.
Yeah.
I want to see her balance the ball on her nose.
Ooh,
Yeah, that-
me too.
yeah, I'd like to too, but it wouldn't be if I could, I would.
Todd across the room throwing a fish.
And me picking it up and going back and sliding
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
So that is a channel. That is a channel right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Todd's got to get his eyes checked first. He'd be hitting the dog with the fish.
What are you talking about? Tossing fish? We said we tossed beer.
I'm
Tossed
personally
beer.
high right now. I kind of figured you were heading that way, JT. I
Yeah.
kind of figured that. Yeah.
We got the message.
Sit here making homemade wine and accidentally wrote that. It's all right. It's all good. Blackjack is saying, I've just literally harvested American beauty berry, making American beauty berry wine. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not familiar with that berry, but I do like
Me neither, but it
wines.
sounds beautiful.
You know, at one time I was one of the leading wine YouTube channels. I don't know if you knew that or not. I don't even know how I was on the list. They must have got it confused with like barley wine, but I was on the list as one of the top wine beer channels.
Fallen.
Yeah. I thought you got the fat one. They got the skinny brother.
It must have been just a
Yeah, I
piece of
know.
dirt on my hand.
Speaking of little insects and stuff like that, one thing to be careful. I put a PSA out on the Facebook page today. Did you guys know that mosquitoes are drawn to beer drinkers?
Yeah.
Well, no fucking
Because
wonder.
of the beer, like the beer breath and stuff like that. They get drawn to it if they sense the blood, I guess, on the breath or in the blood. However they do it, they were talking about earlier. So they got the mosquitoes out there that now have the West Nile virus in some states, and this other one they have. Like someone just died, like an older person up in the Northeast somewhere. So if you are a beer drinker, just be cautious out there. You know,
Stay
mosquitoes,
indoors.
they might come after you a little bit.
You know,
Spray some
they're making this assumption that it's beer drinkers, but that's just because so many beer places have beer gardens. I think that's why because of a beer garden.
I was just thinking mosquitoes like to get a buzz too. So they're like, hey, that's a good one right there.
Outside, they're sitting outside having their beer at the beer garden, and boom, West Nile or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's the beer gardens that are the problem, not the mosquitoes.
Yeah, but it's just like funny, like all these different things that are popping up now. Like, didn't we eradicate that stuff over here? But apparently not. So
No, not yet.
yeah, and they got like a new COVID thing that just came out here too. I don't know if you knew that here. I don't know what the new COVID thing is for, but it is a new COVID. They said a new shot or whatever that's out now. I don't know. Just staying alive nowadays is almost a struggle. The struggle's real, y'all. The struggle's real. Pretty soon, none of us are going to leave the house. Everybody will be there. It's funny.
Wow,
It's funny thing. I actually have one of my advisors I work with who has a client who does not leave the house. He literally does not, like, he had basically to go visit the client and have him sign paperwork. He has to go leave paperwork at the door, slide it under. Then the client will tell him when it's done. He has to come back and the client will slide it back out to, like, he does not leave the house. Like, I don't know. I could live a whole life not leaving the house for.
Maybe he's agoraphobic.
Could be.
I don't
Might be
know.
like a mental illness.
Yeah. I mean, agoraphobia is a thing that makes people not leave their homes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It might
I
be,
thought it was
but
agoraphobia.
Hey.
it's only when the internet messes up.
I know what you mean.
But that's just interesting. But when you think about it, like, do you really need to, like, you have DoorDash, you have like groceries get delivered to you now, you have all this other stuff that you can just get at home. Like, people really could not have to leave the house. I mean,
You
I don't
have to go to the bank.
I mean, me working remote, I maybe go out on the weekend once or twice, but during the week I don't go out as much. Or if I do, I go walk somewhere, right? And I'm like, I've saved a ton of gas money not having to have commutes to go to work and stuff, like crazy.
Oh, for sure.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm currently on medical leave at the moment, and honestly, I could stay put and not go anywhere at all. And I can get my groceries, I can get my necessities, I can get whatever I need, and it's not a problem. So, yeah, no, it's a very real possibility, and I've been sinking into it that I need to start breaking myself back out of now. But
I feel like it could lead to depression if you don't get out of your house, though.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
you don't have to like put real clothes on. You don't have to take care of yourself if you're not going to be seen in public. It's just a slippery slope.
yeah,
Well,
I 100% agree with that, and I have been feeling some inklings of, hey, this might not be very good for my well-being.
Yeah.
So this is a thing that I'm breaking out of now because I realized, hey, that's actually happening.
Right.
That's not
Yeah.
great. So
Well, they say that's one of the things, like with Alaska too. So, like, because Alaska, like a lot of people with the weather and the darkness, all that kind of stuff, like, because Alaska is like the leading state for like depression and suicide and and alcoholism. Like,
they say suicide, but it's the bears.
Oh, I'm sure the bears are definitely part of it for sure. Yeah.
Men.
Well, he said he was going for a walk, but he never came back. You think he fell? You think he fell in the ice? No, I think a bear probably got him. The moose. You don't want to mess with a moose. I seen how big those things are.
Wolverine.
Yeah. You know what? I was flipping through Saturday. There was a movie on Sci-Fi. I didn't watch because I was just like, I wasn't that desperate to sit there and just like watch this terrible movie they had on there. But you ever seen a movie like?
talks about centipede all the time.
I don't talk about the human centipede all the time. You left out a human. You got to say the human when you say centipede. Otherwise, people just like, what's centipede? You got to say the human centipede. But
my point, buddy.
that only came up like a couple times the last episode or whatever. Anyway, you ever see the movie? You ever see the movie Lake Placid with Betty White? And you ever see the movie Anaconda, like with Ice Cube?
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Oh yeah.
Well, Sci-Fi had a movie Lake Placid versus Anaconda. I was like, there's no way I can sit here for 2 hours to watch something this durable. But then you're curious about like how bad can it be? Like,
But then I think to myself, my God, did Betty White and Ice Cube team up on a movie? Because oh my God.
I mean,
Right.
if Snoop and Martha can do it, then Ice Cube and Betty could have done it. So yeah.
Cube and Betty White together in a movie? Like that would
I
be
just
amazing.
came up with a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
The dispensaries should team up with like people that make horrible cheesy movies.
Oh, I thought you were
And,
going to
like-
say taco trucks.
No, hey,
That too,
for
yeah.
everybody at my dispensary.
Dispensary and tacos would be good together. Yeah.
Dispensaries should hook up with taco trucks. Not kidding.
Yeah.
But it's like watch they could rent VCRs out and have make old
VCRs.
stupid movies.
The whole bring back the VCR.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
high people, for people that are buying weed.
Hey, be
Yeah.
kind. You better
Sit there and
rewind.
watch like
I
war
can just see,
games and shit.
I
Yeah.
can see a high person now looking at the tape like, oh man,
Motherfucker didn't
this guy,
rewind. Yeah.
this guy was not kind. He didn't rewind.
Yeah, please be kind. Very kind.
Bummer. Now we gotta wait. I gotta rewind it, man. Might as well get another bowl ready.
I got enough groundwater to get me through the rewinding process.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, the kids of today never need to struggle about being on Blockbuster to get a movie.
Right?
How come
Yeah.
you have
Wiggly
weed?
lines whenever you got to that scene in Porky's.
Yeah.
Everybody paused right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, just skip forward. I don't know why.
So,
They have, bars and places you can go and drink, but like there's no like weed bar, like places you can just go and get high and hang out with
Oh,
other
we
people.
Oh yeah, that's called Amsterdam.
we have those in Chicago.
Oh,
We have
oh.
those in Chicago. Yeah, there's lounges where you can go, but you have
We may have some in I don't know. I guess maybe in states where it's legalized. We may have some in Maryland. I don't know, but
there's lounges in Chicago where you can go and do that. But I forgot what I was gonna say. I hate it when
That's
that
okay.
happens.
I need to get you a notebook too, like Shannon. But yeah. I want to see if Mal recovers.
What?
I thought you were thinking about it. I was waiting to see if you recover.
No,
What you were thinking
at
of?
the same time, I was trying to think of it. I saw Blackjack Army saying that the girl on the bottom right looks like she's from Latvia, and I was like, that's interesting. Sorry, it threw me for a second. I was like, wait, what? I've never been to Latvia.
Cheers, Kettlehead. Great to have you, my friend, as always.
Guy in the
Look,
bottom left from Lithuania.
Had D40 hardcore repellent, and I'm telling you, you crush some of these leaves. No mosquitoes, nothing. Well, there you go. I just leave the house for work and get in beer. LOL. There you go. Tinder, LOL. I guess you can stay home and do Tinder too, if that be a thing.
Oh,
Because they'll come to your door as well. So yeah.
yeah, those are called Paul girls.
No, you did, man. I watched all the Human Centipedes. I don't know why, right? Why the hell did I sit there and watch all of them? I don't know. Yeah, nobody knows why you want.
I remember what I was going to say. Q and I are smart TV. We have Chromecast, so when we pull it up, it has all these suggestions on things, and it just let us know that the Faces of Death videos are available on one of our
What?
things.
Oh, which one?
Well, it just said Faces of Death. It did not specify like which volume or anything, because I know some of them got banned. I have no idea like the specifics, but it popped up on our freaking Chromecast that we can watch Faces of Death. And I was like, are you fucking I'm not touching that shit ever again. It's awful.
I don't know. I might watch one for a little bit for the memories, and before I'm like,
God.
you know.
I know. I was gonna say it's like.
It's so upsetting.
Watch that again?
I don't know if I would. I mean, maybe just to see. I think
Maybe just,
Well, there were like
I thought
12
that
or
was
13
staged.
in the series, if I remember correctly. There were a lot of them, but they were awful.
Yeah,
I probably watch it now. Like, why did you watch this as a teen? Like, I don't know. It's like when Shannon went back and did Mad Dog. Like, why did I like this drink before?
I love that analogy.
Exactly.
exact reason why not to. I can watch it again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've only just going to clarify. I only seen the one now, Blackjack. I don't know how many of the sequels there were of the Human Centipede, but I only saw the first one.
I mean,
That
I
shit
think
was
that's all
crazy.
you need-
That's now.
all you need to
That's
see
all.
is the first one. That'd be it, I think.
Yeah, they're like, it was in our office. And people were talking about it. Everybody was kind of like, oh, you haven't seen it? You got to see it. Like, why? Like, I think everybody was pushing everybody to see it because they were like, just want to see what they feel like after they saw it there. But yeah.
Oh, that's like the
Lake Placid is a masterpiece. How dare you all? Everything went to shit after that film. Yeah, I flipped through in sci-fi. Lake Placid versus Anaconda. I'm like, you can't just throw two movies together like that. Like, you know.
what they do,
But
like a
luckily,
mashup?
it was college. It was football
Predator.
Saturday, so I just watched the football game. But if it had not been football Saturday, I might have switched over to kind of see what it was. But, yeah.
Alien versus Predator, Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah.
That's totally different, though. That's totally different.
No, it's not. It's Anaconda versus Lake Placid.
No,
It's the same
that's an
fucking thing.
alligator and it's a crocodile. We're talking about aliens. We're talking about like
It's still
No.
supernatural killers. It's
Different fandoms and
Oh, that'd
throwing
be
them
like-
together and hoping for the best.
I think
It's
it's
the same thing.
Oh,
yeah, but the alien and the predator became all tied together because the aliens were actually being trained and created by the predators. When you go back and then
Because somebody decided to do a crossover, you weirdo.
no, but it's not the same. It's not just.
Decided that they should be together.
It's like Jaws and Orca. You wouldn't put Jaws and Orca against each other.
Oh fuck
There's
yeah.
a reason.
Okay.
There's a reason that never happened. They're
was
two
amazing.
classics. They're two classics. You didn't put the killer whale
No.
against a shark.
Jaws and Orca.
And they actually do fight in real life. And somebody said we're still not touching this.
Jaws
like-
and Free Willy needs to be a thing.
That's
I'm
their
not kidding. It needs to be a thing.
Free Willy.
oh my god, that would be awful.
Hell yeah. That little boy would be gone in the first 3 minutes. And then
Yeah.
the orca would be trying to kill the damn shark. It would be
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Green.
Bambi and the
Oh.
Lion King? Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Take him down.
Oh my God! Now we're just throwing stuff out there. Yeah, Bambi and the Lion King.
Love it.
Which also I saw coming out. I think it's next year. I don't know why we need another one, but apparently another Jurassic Park movie's coming out because people still like seeing people get eaten by dinosaurs, and like
No,
you never realize, leave the island alone.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
You know, you're mad about Free Willy and Jaws crossing over, and they had Twister and Jaws crossover for Sharknado, and you're.
I mean, that's-
But
like,
they didn't put Twister in the title. They didn't put Twister in like Twister versus Sharks or Twister versus Sharknado.
It was Sharknado, and you know what it was. You know exactly what it
I
was.
mean, Tornado comes in and grabs some sharks and throws the sharks at people. Who wouldn't enjoy that? I don't know why you need 6 of them. I don't know why you need 6 of them, though.
The
But
shark for killing the kid.
look,
Come on.
You
pretty soon you're gonna have Tremors mixed up with something here. And I'm like, you don't need to leave Tremors where Tremors is. Leave it where it is.
They did Tremors in space. Please. Tremors in space.
Wait a
was
minute.
Leprechaun.
They never had Tremors in space, did they?
Yeah, that was the 4th one.
Crimson.
Tremors in space and Leprechaun in space.
Okay.
You need the Leprechaun with the Tremors. Done.
That
They had that Winnie the Pooh horror movie out a couple years ago.
Oh my God, the Winnie the Pooh
I
one.
wanted to see that. I did not see that.
I have seen it, and the next one's supposed to have Tigger in it. So, yep.
Pretty close.
I gotta go back and see if I can see that
I
still.
do love myself a horror flick. I can't
Yeah.
help it.
Yeah.
My back is tapping out, so I'm gonna have to check.
Oh,
out
okay. Get some rest, my friend.
tonight. Yeah, too much sitting. So
Dave,
Oh,
Yeah.
I hear ya.
man.
if
You
I
Yeah.
have to take a day off tomorrow to subscribe to this channel, I will.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all haven't checked out Dave. Make sure to check him out right down there, Beer in Front. So check out his channel as well.
All right, everyone. Rod, thanks for having me on.
Thanks, brother.
Everyone, have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much.
Have a good one, brother.
All right, you see ya.
Cheers. All right, let's see here. Oh yeah, that's from Latvia.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Blackjack. Yeah, definitely. Make sure.
Nothing
you got
against my background, by the way. I'm Scottish and Native American. So
Oh, damn, that's a mix.
so
Yeah,
she says, but we're finding spies all over the country, it seems. I don't know if you saw that, but they were like finding spies earlier this week that were like the Chinese ones working in the governor's office and stuff. But we're like, they're like, and then they had some other people, some Russian spy got found out. So yeah, I don't know. We'll probably find more before the election actually happens. Yeah. Glad you found this, Blackjack. Yeah, I know you're coming in through Mal's channel. If you want to hit mine, is J BeerVentures. And as of tomorrow, Shannon and Todd, What's Your Beer? Their channel will be out there too. So lots of good stuff. RS in the house. Cheers, my friend. Good to see you as well.
hi, Pops. How are you doing?
Hopefully all is well there.
Mine, Papa.
Yeah. Well, look up Latvia women.
I have learned never to look up anything anyone.
Wouldn't it be funny if you pulled it up and like you would find like you would pull it up and see Mal's doppelganger? That would be hilarious.
I am not looking up anything that anybody tells me on this channel.
You will see her.
It's bad. Looking up anything.
It's not Urban Dictionary. It's just Google. Google's your friend. Latvia women.
You're right. Yes.
Google's your friend.
That's what they said. Until Skynet takes over.
Dude, they're all blonde. I'm not blonde. Like every single one of them is blonde. With many noses.
Maybe he's on a different site.
I am none of these women. They all look like supermodels and like blonde and skinny noses and cute.
What Alan says, I would totally watch Jaws versus Orca. I'm actually just surprised someone else remembers Orca. Yeah, but nobody's going to touch making a movie like that. You're not going to put Jaws versus Orca because they're two classics.
It needs to exist. You're saying that Predator and Alien weren't classics?
Oh boy.
F you. What are you kidding?
They're classic sci-fi. They're classic. They're classic sci-fi, but they're not classics. Like
what?
Like
I mean, couldn't it actually be Jaws?
Freddy
I would say
isn't classics. What is wrong with you?
I would say Jaws is like on a lot of people's lists. I'll probably be like a top 10, top 20 movie. I don't think anybody has Predator. Now you might have Alien as a top 20. I don't know if Predator would be on it. Maybe.
You are crazy.
You would have them in your top 20 movies.
To call any of those movies not classics, you're crazy.
I said they were classic sci-fi, but I don't know if they'd be classic in the
they're
broader sense.
They're classic.
Like The Thing is a classic. The first one or the second one with Kurt Russell.
Yeah,
That's like that was kind of that mean. You didn't like The Thing?
I'm not feeling that one as strong as some of the others. Like Jaws obviously trumps that completely.
Yeah. And First Alien was definitely a classic.
Nightmare on Elm Street trumps it completely. Like, come on.
I would say Nightmare. Nightmare on Elm Street was kind of funny and stuff. It was like it wasn't scary.
Nightmare on Elm Street. If someone shows up in a red and green striped sweater, everyone knows it's supposed to be Freddy. Like, you can't. I don't know what the
and if you show up like Michael Myers, they know you're Michael, or so like the hockey mask here, Jason. But because the thing changed into anybody it got into. It's like Alien.
But
I thought The Thing was clown.
No, that was it.
Oh, it.
Yeah.
It,
It was the clown. What's the clown's iconic? That's iconic.
Her comment right there just proved you wrong on The Thing. I'm sorry.
Yes, there you go.
Nobody knew what The Thing was. That's the whole thing with The Thing because it got into the different people.
It's not iconic enough to be classic.
No, the suspense made it a classic.
The suspense is fine. What the one with the Bates Hotel was suspense.
Tune them out, right?
No, The Thing was not a classic. I'm sorry.
Listen here, Siskel. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I'm sorry, The Thing was a classic. The Blob was a classic, but The Thing is not a classic.
The thing is, the first thing, the original is a
Very
classic,
first-
and the second is a classic.
It's just
well, no,
not.
the very first one for sure is a classic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't think it is.
I don't know about the second one, but the
I've
first
never
one
even
is.
seen them.
The first one is for sure.
I mean, I've seen it. I just
Rod,
no.
Rod, do it. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Todd. That's super sweet of you.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing that came out in 1951, and then the one came out with Kurt Russell in 1982. Both are pretty solid. I mean, I don't know. I would put the thing above Nightmare on Elm Street myself.
You're insane. Everyone knows who Freddy is. No one knows who the thing is. Come on, please.
It's just because you know who the killer is.
I need
Just-
comments to back me up.
Everybody knows.
Just because you know who the killer is, doesn't mean it's a better movie.
Everybody knows.
The,
Freddy
the whole
got Johnny.
suspense thing was about it. You didn't see Jaws the shark until like 3/4 way through the movie, but you knew it was out there.
See him. You knew he was there.
Travis?
It didn't.
And
you didn't need to
yeah, and that was the suspense that built up, and the thing had that suspense that built up.
Yeah, but Freddy made people not want to sleep anymore.
If you build it, they will go.
Oh, we're gonna put Rod in an Elvira trap.
Oh.
It's gonna be beautiful.
That's funny.
Appreciate you on the like button, my friend.
No, the loop button. Hit the loop button.
Hit the Luke, I'm your father.
No, I am your father.
No, I am your father.
No, I am your father.
Where's
No, I am your father. You know what? Mari says, you are the father.
Hey, that's my father.
Wouldn't that be an episode of Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader on the Mari Povich show?
Ray says,
We got the test results back. Darth,
are not
you
the
are the father. Yeah.
Well,
Obi-Wan is the
my
father.
father
You
did
are not.
have
That would be a
hand
good
cut
twist.
off.
That would be a good twist. You're not the father. Obi-Wan would be the
Like,
father.
what?
Incest.
Yeah.
Incest.
What's going on down the ditch?
I like that we're having a fight over who the father is when my father's comment is up. That makes me giggle.
Oh, let's see. Yeah. Bye, Lafayette.
Oh, Travis Taylor's fault.
All right, Blackjack. Have a good one.
Hi.
Alien is more of a classic than Orca.
Well, yeah.
I've never even heard of
Yeah.
Orca. I thought y'all
You're
were
insane.
talking about a whale.
You
It is.
can't-
Orca was a killer whale.
Like free
Well,
will.
yeah.
Like Shamu.
Yeah.
Like Shamu.
Like I thought y'all were talking about like
It was taken out of took out a boat crew that killed its offspring. Yeah. It was a classic back in the day. It was
Great.
it should be Shamu.
it was like Richard Chamberlain, or it was not Richard Chamberlain. Richard somebody was the lead actor, the one that was the captain of the ship. Yeah. It was like Moby Dick or something, like him chasing this whale.
More of a classic than Orca is. I mean,
I would say Alien's more of a classic than Orca.
yeah.
Well, at least
But Orca was still a pretty big movie though.
Never heard of Orca.
Yeah.
No.
It was a good movie. I mean,
It was a real good
athletic.
movie. Yeah.
It was intense. That was
Yeah.
an intense movie
Yeah. Yeah.
because you didn't know what side you wanted to root for at that point. It was
Bo Derek was in that one. Because is that right? Wasn't Bo Derek in that one?
I don't
In
remember.
Orca?
Orca?
I don't remember the actors. I remember the males.
Hang on, I'll look it up for you real quick.
Shit. Yeah, Bo Derek was in it. Richard Harris was in it because that's when Bo and Richard got married.
Chris.
What year was that movie?
1977.
Oh well, no
Yeah.
wonder. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
It was a good movie. It was.
Well, you know Jaws. Jaws came out before 1977.
It did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never watched Jaws all the way through.
Well, no, like
Oh my
75
God.
of them.
How did you not watch Jaws all the way through?
It's like a Christmas story.
Yeah,
I've never
Jaws.
watched that.
Jaws.
one.
is
Oh my God.
1975. Great.
Yeah, I mean,
Great.
once Jaws is on and you're in, I don't know how you walk away from it because it's like,
Shannon, how could I have like a viewing party with you with Jaws and Christmas Story? How am I supposed to fix this? I'm upset.
I know, right? Yeah, right.
I'm sure I've
I
seen
can't
the
have
whole
a viewing
movie.
party of Jaws and Christmas Story. Like it's hurting my brain.
Have you seen Christmas Vacation all the way through?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I made her watch that
That's
one.
I
something.
watched
Yeah.
that when I was a kid.
Okay, just checking.
All right. We'll take that.
Yes.
Antonio says, agree with Mallory. Aliens and Predator are absolutely good. They are classics. And I didn't say they weren't classics. I didn't say they weren't classics.
You were implying.
We were just putting some spots where they might be at.
You
So
were implying.
that they weren't classic. I never implied they were not classic. I said they were classics. I can go back and rewind the tape once this thing goes on YouTube tomorrow. The thing was definitely hilarious. That dog though, yeah. Yeah. Freddie was a little too predictable, like a dad joke. Yeah, Freddie wasn't really scary. He wasn't scary at all.
It depends on how old you were when you watched it.
If you look at all the horror movies back then, between Halloween, Nightmare, Friday 13th, Freddy was the least scariest of them all.
I disagree.
The scariest was Michael Myers
I disagree.
because Michael Myers never had to run after anybody. He knew he was going to get you.
Freddy was pretty
He took his
scary.
time. He took his time walking. Freddy would run. Jason would run. Michael Myers was like, oh, he ran after some.
So,
My dad taught me how to pop a kneecap. I wasn't worried about him. Freddy scared me more. He had the claws. Sorry.
Yeah.
And he could go wherever
On one
he
hand.
In your dreams, though.
now,
You
Mal,
can't
you're talking
think
about
that
boys
if
in
you
the
fall
hood.
asleep.
Now we're not
Sorry.
talking about that. So,
Yeah.
No, the ones that walk after you, no, you pop a kneecap, they're done. They can't
I
catch
know
up.
those boys.
You can shoot him and he wouldn't die. But you think a kneecap's going to stay in? No.
You
It's
know,
Michael
Right, right.
Myers.
you
Right,
know,
she's thinking of
lower
boys
leg
that
removal would be
pop a
interesting.
kneecap.
I would try
She's
that.
thinking boys in the hood. She's thinking of, it's not Ricky. You're not talking about Ricky. Ricky couldn't get up. I mean, that's still a sad moment. If you watch Boys in the Hood, that still is a sad moment with Ricky.
Oh,
Like,
God, that movie, oh,
Yeah.
God.
but
yes.
it's like, you know what? On the other hand, it's like, why would you stop and do a scratch off, Pat? Like on a scratch off ticket.
Oh, God.
Somebody's trying to shoot you or chase you down, and you want to stop in the alley and to finish a scratch off ticket. That just shows the naivety that he had as that character.
You're right.
Yeah,
The nativity?
nativity. No, nativity is a Christmas scene, right?
Naivety.
That's what I said. Nativity.
You're adding an extra T in there.
I'm like W trying to say I'm like W trying to say nuclear. It just happens.
Naivety.
Remember-
Me and Todd trying to pronounce
Naivety.
breweries.
Naivety, yes.
Naivety.
Yes.
Not nativity.
Oh my God.
Potato, you know.
It's like the soup Nazi, but I got the English Nazi right now.
If I hadn't been a music major, I would have been an English major.
You failed.
Funny thing is, I was an English minor, so it was all
And you're
literature.
saying nativity.
It's a good thing.
It was all literature stuff. Nativity and what part of the country are you in? Is it Wash or is it Warsh? I don't know. Is it Crick or Creek? I don't know. Where are you at?
Is it naked or naked?
Is it Crick or Creek? Naked or naked?
It's both for Crick or Creek. I have both here.
Depends where you're at though. Some places will say
No,
Creek more, some will say Crick more.
No,
Yeah,
crippled
depending how
Crick,
far
and
south
like
you are.
we have we have both.
Oh.
That
Yeah.
sounds like a stomach.
But you have two things named that. But if you were down south and somebody said you're walking down to the creek, they would say I'm walking down to the creek or down to the creek. And it wouldn't be the name. It wouldn't be the name of it.
No,
It'd
I
just be
have
like,
proper named things
yeah,
that are
yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, Richard Harris. Look at him. Orca had fine weather, like Camelot.
How much have you smoked, man?
Did Richard ever figure out who left a cake out in the rain? JT is feeling pretty good right now. None of them were scaring me. Just funny. It's hard to get a good scary movie nowadays. I think most of them are like, once you hit a certain age, to me, they're just not as scary. Although I will say, I just found out, and I'm kind of psyched to see how they do it. Netflix has Salem's Lot coming to it, a remake of Salem's Lot, which I will say, when I was younger as a kid, that was probably the scariest made-for-TV movie they ever did.
You know,
So
I just
it'll be
remember
interesting to see.
and yeah,
Yeah.
having just reread the book, that would be interesting to watch.
Yeah, that's so
I know
that's
Stephen King wasn't happy with the original ones, so I would be interested to see how he feels about this one.
he wasn't happy with the one that came on TV with David Soul back in the day. Okay, well maybe this is one of his version because they did that with The Shining, the original Shining that came out. He wasn't happy about because that's not how it was written in the book. But then they redid another version to it.
No, I think he was happy with Cujo, but he didn't like most of the other movies, like Carrie and Christine, and there were a whole bunch that he wasn't pleased with how they represented it. So
Now Cujo as a
Eyes of the Dragon. I want Eyes of the Dragon to come out. That would be my happy place because that was one of my favorite books.
Cujo as a kid, that movie was like, yeah.
Cujo was freaky. That was freaky.
We watched Longlegs the other night.
I need to watch that still. I need to watch that.
Right?
Yeah. Why? I heard it was kind of crazy and pretty good.
Was it awful?
That's not really big.
In
our opinion, it was
like Lake Placid versus Anaconda.
It's kind of overhyped.
Like Lake Placid versus Anaconda.
If that's what you're comparing it to, it's a blockbuster.
No, you didn't like it though. You thought it was just not as good as you thought it was going to be.
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great either.
Yeah, because that's everybody. We heard it was really good, And when you hear a movie's really good and then you watch it, you're expecting it to be like we would have saw it and we didn't hear it was supposed to be so great. Maybe we would have thought better.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Well, that's why you always got to consider the source, because people are the different. Like who said it was good? What's their take? It's like potato salad. You can't just go with any potato salad. Like who made the potato salad? They like, well, Betty made it. Well, Betty puts raisins. I'm not fucking with her potato salad. But if they say Sally made the potato salad, you're like, Sally uses the mustard and all that other good stuff. I like Sally's potato salad. Yeah.
You should get that on a shirt. I'm not fucking with her potato salad.
Nothing can ruin a picnic quicker than bad potato salad. I've seen it happen. Fights break out.
Like I'd say, movie's watchable, but if I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it.
It's really slow.
Yeah.
It's creepy, but it's really slow. Like it's kind of boring.
Yeah, kind of it. Yeah, it really is.
Honestly,
Yeah.
if I want an actual scary horror flick, I go Japanese or Korean.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't go wrong with them. I mean, there's stuff.
The Ring-
Or with
The Ring
Grudge,
was like
the
a-
Japanese version.
Yeah, the original version compared to what we get, because we water it down when it comes to us. It's like,
yeah.
yeah.
But, like the Japanese ones, they're freaky as hell, man.
Ray in the house. Cheers.
Hi, Ray.
Right?
It's Baya.
Huh?
JT said it's Baya. BIYA.
Has he
Okay.
forgotten how to spell?
Maybe he invented a new word.
What strain did JT said he had earlier?
Whatever it is, it must be good.
Fresh faces, happy faces drinking beer, right? And my nan lives about a block from Bayou Lafourche in Thibodeau.
Yeah, but no.
I knew how to say that from down there. Yeah.
Yes.
I think about stuff down there in the south that like make back my mind like in the heat of the night. Remember the show In the Heat of the Night with Carol O'Connor and the black guy, and you like Detective Tibbs. I'm Mr. Tibbs.
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
That movie was a classic. The original movie that the show spun off of, that was a classic.
Oh yeah.
In the Heat of the Night. Yeah.
That was such a good movie. I just watched that like this year. Like that was the first time I watched it, and I was like,
"Oh, really? Wow!"
Yeah, I hadn't seen it before, and when I watched it, I was like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah,
it was so intense. Like that one was crazy.
Yeah, definitely a different time back then.
Well, yeah, but yeah, that was a really good movie.
Down in Thibodeau, they pronounce Bayou Baya.
Oh, I got you. That makes more sense.
Like,
yeah.
But you can't expect people not from Thibodeau to understand BIYA being Bayou.
I mean, the water boy only went so far.
You can do it. Sorry, that's all I got, man. And foosball is the devil.
I need to get another beer. Shannon, you got a different beer, so you can tell people about your beer while I get another beer.
It's a very common beer. It's one of my favorite common beers, though. I do know this beer. The pumpkin ale from Shafley.
Shafley. That's what Sue and I used for our wedding ceremony, our unity ceremony.
It reminds me of Fireball a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we added Fireball to it, so yeah.
Oh, damn.
Well, you do a shot of Fireball in there, and you call it a headless horseman because you have a flaming pumpkin. Heck yeah!
So you get married in October.
Honestly, a Shafley pumpkin beer with a shot of Fireball is absolutely delicious. It's so good.
Oh, I bet it is.
It's because the Shafley is more pumpkin and not less spice. So the spice is coming from the Fireball, but
really good.
But yeah, that was our unity ceremony. You know how some people light the candles or pour the sand or do the things? I poured a shot of Fireball in, and he poured in the pumpkin beer, and we drank it. So that was our unity ceremony.
Like mixing the two liquids together.
Yeah, we did a cocktail instead. So
yeah.
But we were at a whiskey distillery, so it made sense.
Hey, it would make sense anywhere.
Yeah.
Except for at a church.
Well, yeah. That would have been a little more difficult, I think. But it's delicious and fun, so I highly recommend it. If you have Fireball, you should throw a shot in there because it's delicious.
Do we have any Fireball?
I'm not sure. Fireball and what?
And this, she said that her and you mixed this beer with Fireball.
Oh.
One shot of Fireball in one bottle of Shafley pumpkin ale, and it's delicious.
Oh.
Fireball.
It's the headless horseman, and it's so good. And then you do the Fireball with vanilla vodka for the Ichabod Crane.
There you go.
I like the Fireball with the rum chata.
Ooh, that's good too.
Yeah.
That is delicious.
Well, we just had Merson pull ahead of Fest Beer. So now it's 52-48. So
see, I would I don't know if you put them both in front of me if I'd know.
That'd be a good that's a good video for you. Taste test. One Fest Beer Mars and you do a battle.
There you go.
Yeah. Battle of the beers.
There you go.
Like it's a little crazy. We had lots of beers. I don't like talking shit about somebody's their concoctions though. Their beers when they put so much work into it, and I don't like it. I don't like.
Yeah.
It's not talking shit. I mean, it's just giving your feedback on it. You're reviewing it.
Oh my God, we had one.
Oh, Fireball in the house. About to get the party started up in here. Got the Fireball.
One shot of Fireball. Mix
Fireball is ready to fire.
Throw in one shot of Fireball. Give it a stir so it mixes well, but it's delicious. You're going to love it.
My stomach is...
Mixy.
Yeah, you need to give it one stir. Otherwise, it'll either sink or float. I don't remember which.
Well, yeah, right?
I can't recall off the top of my head, unfortunately, but you're going to love it. It's delicious.
That Fireball is going to spit on that thing.
Oh, you got to give it that spit on that thing. Oh, you got to give it that spit on that thing. 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 Spit on that thing.
That's right. I got the Haktua remix here. That's right.
How the hell is that a thing? Oh my God.
Just the spit on that thing? Look up Urban Dictionary.
Oh my God.
How's it smell?
Not as good as it tastes.
The cinnamon with the pumpkin?
It smells really good, but it tastes even better.
There you go.
Ooh, that's nice.
The Shafley pumpkin ale with the Fireball is the best. And we tried we tried 9 different pumpkin beers with the Fireball before we chose that one, and that was the best one.
That little one I bought Kylie a long time ago.
The little cocktail recipe for you guys out there right there. Get a little, spice up the pumpkin, get a little Fireball in it.
It's delicious.
There you go. Screenshot it.
There you go. Right there. That's all you need. Get the party started.
Jesus.
Get it started in here.
And you actually put more than a shot in if you did that whole little airline bottle. So
what is that like? That bottle's like what, 1.5 ounces, right? So that's like a shot, full shot.
Hey, that's
is it more?
shot. Maybe a little bit more.
What's the ounce? Does it say the ounces on the bottle?
It probably says milliliters.
It's shit.
It's shit.
Oh no. Eliza Craig gonna tap in this a little bit more, little small batch. Couldn't do a little Boilermaker on this last
I mean,
combination.
this is ridiculous. How like difficult did it? I did watch that on your video with Shane.
Mhm.
I think it was Shane or the guy from Amsterdam.
Mhm.
When you asked like if craft breweries could do something different, it was like to like when you're printing information on a label to not print it on like this. Like it's hard to read this stuff sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't find it on there. But it's like you all probably don't have that little newspaper. Like, you know what I'm talking about? There's like this little newspaper and it's got this tiny little man and you have to search. Is that a local one?
Huh?
You know, like,
shit. What was that?
it's this tiny. It's like a little.
Yeah, no, I think it is local.
So around here we have like this little like newsletter, like a lot of local places have,
Mhm.
and it's just like a front and a back. I think there's always a tiny little man hiding somewhere on the front or the back in the ads or like when you have like it's like a
like a Where's Waldo type thing.
Yeah.
It's a little
Yeah.
mini, like anywhere.
like
you know,
they have
throughout
advertisements
the whole
and
article,
ads and
magazine.
stuff,
Yeah.
and he's hiding somewhere and all
Oh,
that.
that's the what's the old music magazine? Used to, I don't know if they're still in business now or not.
It wasn't the Leo.
Yes, the Leo.
No, I
I
don't
think it
was.
was the Leo. wasn't it?
We'll
Do you-
say it's the Leo.
Do you win something if you find them or something, or is it just a game?
No,
Just
you
people
could-
do.
you could if you sent it in and found it, and they draw your name. I was like $25 gift card for something. I don't know what it was, but what was you looking for?
How many milliliters it is?
Oh, milliliters.
Or yeah, milliliters. It's probably milliliters. It's probably not ounces.
You want to hear something funny?
I do.
So I go back to Cincinnati next week for by the way, for people watching, no show next week because I'll be traveling for work. But I go back to Cincinnati. I'm back in Cincinnati next week for work, and the words I thought I'd never say in my life, I really miss a Skyline or a Gold Star Coney.
What?
I never thought I would ever want like Cincinnati chili on something again.
Oh, it's
But-
50 liters.
So that's an ounce. What is it? 30 milliliters is an ounce. So
Probably an
it's
ounce and a
almost-
half, probably.
And a half, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
All right, I'm running on empty. I'll be back.
All right.
So you missed Skyline.
Yeah.
and-
1.69 ounces.
There you go. So a little more than an ounce and a half.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny just because I never thought I would ever miss like Cincinnati chili because knowing what Cincinnati chili is, right? Like when you move there for the first time, you're like, what is this? This isn't chili. And you have it a number of years. It's like a sauce. It's like a sauce more than chili.
It's
when-
like a stew.
So when you coming?
Next Tuesday, I got to be in next Tuesday and I fly back Friday.
Damn, I see I should have taken next week off.
Yeah. So, but they got us in like conferences and then they're taking us out to wine and dine like every night pretty much. So it would have been pretty tough too.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's
You
bullshit.
going to Joan Jim's while you're here though?
I won't have time to get there. I won't have time to. I thought maybe trying to get the party source. But I don't know if I can do that before I get to the airport. They might bring an extra bag just to bring beers back.
I mean,
We need to make a beer video of Jungle Gyms.
Yeah.
We need to go to Jungle Gyms.
Rod's done that too.
Well, you know, we're the new improved Rod.
True.
It don't sound right, but you are my offshoot. So
Like, you saw this before, but this is much better than it was then.
It'll be an old married couple bickering in the aisles of the grocery store.
yeah.
It'll
Yeah,
be
you got
like-
to.
I can tell you exactly. It'll be like me and Todd sitting on the couch. I'm watching my TikToks. He's watching his TikToks. I'm enjoying my TikToks. And he's like, no, look at my TikTok. He finds something.
Oh, you do the same thing.
I know. He laughs. Like, I hear him laughing at a TikTok, and I'm like, fuck, now I'm gonna have to watch his damn TikTok because if he laughs so hard, then I know he wants to share it.
Burden to so much that I won't share it. With
Calm
him
down. No, but that's what it'll be like. It'll be like you'll see a beer, like we'll both be looking at the beers, and I'll see a beer that seems really interesting, and you'll see a beer that looks really interesting.
We'll get them both.
But we'll interrupt each other, wanting to show each other the beers we're looking at.
We'll just send the bill to Rod.
Yeah.
I like that the Hawk Tour girls made $1 million, gave most of it to animal shelters, and started a nonprofit. She made a blowjob joke and got more done than any politician. Salute.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean, Clinton kind of did also a little bit with the blue dress and stuff,
He got the blowjob and got stuff. Little different strategy.
Yeah, look, good.
And the intern left with an award.
color scheme. That's a good color scheme.
Who keeps a dress that long with that one? I'm like, how's that even like?
Hey, when
She
you,
knew it.
I mean, did she do a Scotch guard on that or something? Like, how do you protect it to even last?
I will tell you.
Like before, it's like, oh, all right, come on.
I can tell you exactly.
Or come on. Wait.
Come on.
I can tell you exactly why she didn't dry clean it and why she kept it. Because
She knew it was worth a lot of money.
no, that man of power had power over her because he was the president and he could ruin her life. So that was her blackmail. If he ever tried to fuck with her, she had that dress to be like,
Yeah,
hey.
but it wasn't as strong when it did come out. Like, I mean, like,
Whatever.
I mean, no, I see what you're saying, but then when everybody found out about it, it was like everybody's like, well, we knew Clinton did shit like that anyway. Like, people didn't like it; didn't hold up as much power as she probably thought it would.
Surprise.
Right,
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's the one who got her life ruined. not him.
yeah. He's like,
Surprise,
they-
surprise.
Yeah. He's like, they know who I am. I know who I am. I'm the dude. I'm the dude playing the dude.
Dude, that's a good part.
Then he's like, where's my sax? Starts playing the saxophone afterwards. I'll play you a song on your way out of the Oval Office. Yeah.
I just never
Wrote a
got.
song, like to hear it. Here it goes.
nice living color reference. I like that.
Oh
You
my
never saw
God.
Living Color, Shannon?
Yes.
That's what Todd just did.
Well,
Wrote
that
a
was-
song like to hear it. Here we go.
I'm drinking some heavy, like it's like taking me a minute to process things.
Step behind. Just step behind.
Just that fireball will do that to you sometimes.
He's talking. You made a joke about a skin flute, didn't you?
No.
Skin flute.
I mean, that was like 4 jokes ago, but catch up.
I mean, in a way, that was Bill's saxophone was like a skin flute.
Yeah, that was the joke. That was kind of the joke.
Okay, I walked in at the wrong time.
Why are you Hillary?
Ow.
Walked
Ow.
in, I heard skin flute, and I went, nope.
They promote the same dry cleaning business, so you know.
Yeah, same dry cleaning business.
Oh my God.
We can get that out. No, I want to keep it. What?
Just in case.
That was a pretty dress too.
Oh,
It's gonna be famous one day.
Comer Pava. Surprise. Yeah, I mean, like nobody was surprised. I mean, they're kind of like, he did that on company time. Well, he's always on company time if he's a president, but
Yeah.
then nobody's surprised he actually did it,
Yeah. Well, we're never surprised when men do that stuff.
Well, I think some men would be surprised, but his reputation kind of preceded him. Like he went into office and people already knew that,
And here we are.
So no surprise. Surprise.
Not really.
The radio had some no surprises.
And Al's in his office, like he has all the fun. What? Bill don't take me anywhere. I'm here with Tipper.
Tipper Gore.
Yeah. Then once he got out, he was like, "Okay, we're done, Tipper. We're done."
Yeah. I'm gonna make the most beautiful painting tonight, courtesy of Fireball and Shafley.
Yeah, if it was an official act, well, there you go.
Yeah, everything's official. Isn't it?
Whole new meaning for take a memo. Yeah. Mal made a suggestion and left. Shannon tried it. Mal came back. Shannon now cannot process conversation. Mal says nothing. That's how it goes, Emerson. That's how it goes.
Speak no evil.
Yeah, hey, I'm telling you. Whew.
But
I
yeah.
think I'd be able to handle my alcohol by now.
No, not at all.
I mean, you're doing all right. You're doing all right.
You're doing great.
Am I though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got another mini fireball around?
Hell no.
Yeah, we got a couple.
There you go. There you go.
I
We
will
need
be
to.
broke.
You know what you need to do too is the test you did on the Brita filter test. You need to do that on the channel too, like you Todd did on our show that
We
time.
still have it over there.
Yeah, I need to get one so I can do it. Some like, will I taste alcohol by putting this in a Brita filter?
That
There
shit
you
is
go.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw that one, Mal, when Todd did that. Back then.
Was it vodka we put in it?
I did. I was here
Okay.
for that.
we did a little bit of everything.
You did like three
Like
different
the-
ones.
Yeah, I
it
was
was
here
the
for
bottom
that.
of the barrel vodka.
No, it wasn't vodka. Well, it was the other one because vodka you don't really taste as much anyway.
I think we did
But-
tequila, maybe.
Tequila,
I
you
don't
did some
know.
pepper. You did
Rum,
peppermint, rum, peppermint. Yeah,
rum, yeah.
yeah.
Peppermint schnapps. It was Kylie's peppermint stuff.
No, we still have it. It was rum. It was peppermint.
Potato,
rum.
potato.
I gotta say that last comment from Emerson makes me sound like a troublemaker a little bit.
Uh,
I mean,
No, not that one. The one before.
oh, I know. I was saying, I'm like,
Justin, then I laughed
I'm
and
like,
then I came back and said nothing. Yeah, it makes me sound like a troublemaker a little bit.
no, hey,
yeah. That's why I was like, maybe, maybe. Yeah.
I cannot
Yeah.
be peer pressured.
I kind of am.
I cannot be peer pressured. I don't do anything I
Emerson
don't want.
says, in her head, Shannon's dancing on the rings of Saturn, talking to the others.
Yep.
Sounds like a good
yes,
time.
Yeah, she's like, I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Sounds like a good time.
Well,
Better than this gnat is.
I know. Driving me nuts too.
I thought I killed him, but he's just taunting us now.
Do better.
You do better.
the gnat's like,
At
you're
least
not
I'm
going to get
trying
me.
to kill him.
You're not going to get me.
He totally fly away.
Have a drink. Why, any other? I'm like, get in my drink, and then
You know what you can do? You can take a cup,
and put Dawn dish soap in it.
dunk
and
this soap, piece of cellophane on top. There you go. You already knew. You already knew. Did you do it?
We've done it before. It's just one gnat, though.
Well, one might make more if you don't get rid of that one.
Oh, Rod, I got enough problems right now. I don't want to think about future problems.
I got 99 problems, but that ain't one.
We had that in stereo sound there.
Right? We've definitely been doing this long enough that we're thinking alike there.
Surround sound. I love it.
No, this fucker's going down tonight.
He might be one before the night's over.
This fucker's going down tonight.
I feel like you guys do a music video about 99 problems and a Nat 8-1. I feel like that needs to happen.
He feels like a problem, though.
Not if you kill him. That's what the music video's for.
So if you see
Yeah.
if you see us smacking around,
That would be perfect choreographing for the video right there.
Yeah, right there. That was it. That was the dance.
God.
Gnats can definitely be annoying. So
It's like the electric slide with less feet.
You
got
know
this.
what? That is a first world problem. We have one gnat in our whole house, I think.
maybe more like Rod said.
so here's a funny thing. So Todd and Shannon,
That's probably our first world problem.
They are first world problems.
like the first time when we went out and we had dinner, with me and Janice and Todd and Shannon, and me and Todd are talking like, yeah, our wives could almost be the same person. They just like switch by because they took everything. This past week, I'm doing something. And I said something, and she's like, "You know what?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "That's a first word problem." I'm like, "Where the fuck did you get that from?" Two people in the world I've ever heard that from: Shannon and her.
Right, you're so right. Yeah,
Listen, me and your wife could never be the same person because your wife is way fucking smarter.
You're
like,
smart.
We had dinner that time. Was like, I think they're one and the same. Like they're totally like the same people.
Yeah,
And
like
we were talking about YouTube. We were talking about beauty YouTubers too, like makeup YouTubers. And I'm like, who would think that? And Janice's makeup looked so beautiful in Canada. Like she had her makeup game was beautiful.
Yeah,
oh, what's that?
100%.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
I told her
Yeah.
that though.
Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Trez in the house. Cheers, Trez. Happy Thursday, my friend.
Hi,
Brian, working the night shift. The night shift. That was a song back in the day, back in the 80s.
Yep.
That was a hit. Yeah.
I do know what you're talking about now. Instead of some random.
You know that old song?
Wait, was it a classic? Sorry.
Oh shit.
Oh, honestly, Night Shift, is it a classic song? I mean, it might have been. I don't know if it hit. I don't know if it hit number one, but it was a top hit for. It was a.
No, I've heard it. So yeah, maybe.
Borderline.
I don't necessarily enjoy it, but I think
Borderline
it's
was
like-
Madonna time.
Oh, nice.
The Commodores, and that was 19. Where is it at here? 1985 on the night
Todd was
shift.
obsessed with the Commodores.
Oh yeah, I still think that's still kind of borderline. Though.
When we
I think
first
that was. I
started
think that was. I
dating-
think that was. I think that did Lionel Richie leave them by the time that song came out though?
No,
Because he was the lead singer of the Commodores before he left and went solo.
I don't. No, I think he was. I think he was
He-
still there.
On the night shift. Yeah, now I got stuck in my head. God dang it.
I'm pretty sure he was still on
Right.
there for that
Do
one.
you know what it's called when you get a song stuck in your head?
Earworm, because that Dave does it on his channel, Beer in Front. He used to put earworms on his podcast. It's
And
like,
I
thanks,
had heard
Dave.
that. I had a resident, one of my favorite residents, that used to say all this off the wall shit. And she's the one that said, not since Moby Dick was a minnow. When I said something, I'm like, I haven't heard that. I hadn't heard that for a long time. And she's like, yeah, not since Moby Dick was a minnow. Like she'd come up with all them like little off the wall sayings. And one of them, I was like, I can't get this
Moby
song out.
Dick as a minnow.
You got an earworm.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I never heard of Moby Dick as a minnow saying before. That's a new one for me.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Not since Moby Dick was a minnow.
Yeah.
Like many
Yeah.
moons ago, kind of like not many moons ago, but not since Moby Dick was a minnow.
What movie was M-O-N spells moon?
What?
M-O-N spells moon. What movie was that? Mal probably knows.
I have never. I'm not even sure what you said.
Don't call yourself a fan of this author if you don't even know what movie that's from, Mal, or book.
I'm blanking on it right now.
M-O-N spells moon.
Stephen King.
Okay.
Is that
Got
right?
the author. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, so you just got to figure out the title of the book.
It's a movie, either one.
The Stand.
Yes, there you go.
I actually didn't read that one.
It's
Oh
like
my
this
God.
freaking thick.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
I have it on the shelf downstairs. I just haven't read it.
That's why a lot of people watch the movie, because it is a big book.
I always read the books before I watch his movies.
Yeah. The movie was actually good though.
But yeah, I never read or saw that one, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy that show Coach, the guy that played Dauber, was the guy in the movie, and he's like M-O-N spells moon. And Whoopi Goldberg was in it, and a bunch of other
Yeah.
I love Coach. We should start watching that again.
Coach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that made
I've
me
never
have
really
so
watched
many
it from beginning to
warm
end, so-
feelings when you said Coach. Loved that
Morning
show.
Earworm, long running series of posts I made on LJ and Facebook Oh, you don't do it now though. I don't think I've seen anything on there, JT, where you've done that recently.
JT figured out how to put that little trademark thing on there. That's cute. I didn't even know you could do that when you're typing in the text box here.
Either that or you put on something and just cut it, paste it. But
I
yeah,
might have cut and pasted
That
it.
sounds like a lot of trouble.
But it had a little trademark thing. That was cute.
that's like the C thing. You can type in a C with parentheses around it and it'll put the copyright thing, I
Oh,
think.
yeah, I've seen that, but I've never seen the little trademark one. It was even smaller and like.
It's happening. Doing it.
Well, JT knows things, so he may
Yeah,
have
I
done it
don't
that
know
way.
if JT did that, but that was adorable. I kind of want to know how to do that.
Cheers, Kevin. I put a glass of beer on the sidewalk and it started to boil. LOL. A little hot in California right now.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
little toasty.
A little toasty. Mal was reading Infinite Jest and just told her dumb friend she was reading The Stand. Well played.
You know, I've actually read most of Stephen King's books. I have not read The Stand.
That's like a war. That's like his War and Peace. I think that thing is huge.
Honestly, the dystopian things are not my favorite.
There you go.
I love dystopian.
It's a Mac thing. Option plus Shift 2 if you're on a Mac. Puts the trademark.
Oh, I don't have a Mac. Okay, but yeah, I don't do dystopian very much, and I find it upsetting internally when I read or watch dystopian, like Day After Tomorrow or
Armageddon, you said that like some of the.
I have a lot of trouble with those kind of things, or you know, like the Z
World War Z. I love
or
World War Z.
the one with Will Smith or any of those.
That's coming out for a sequel. The sequel comes out for that as well next year.
So
Robot?
I actually avoided The Stand. I chose not to read it because it's like the flu kills everybody, right? Isn't that the storyline?
Something like that. I think an illness. Yeah, I think it's like
a type of flu kills everybody, and then there's like little pockets of people that still exist. But like that stuff messes with my head, and I have a lot of trouble with it. I can read Pet Sematary and know about a little kid slicing Achilles tendons on an old man and all the things, but when it comes to end of the world stuff, I'm not so good with that.
Yeah.
I have a lot of trouble.
The only time that, like, in like 1997, when we skied, not in 1842,
back before there's electricity.
In 1997, when we started
back in my day,
yeah,
back in my day.
We went. Like,
you met women at the bar, nice and easy.
Gummy sacks for shoes.
Yeah.
Uphill both ways.
And saw Deep Impact. And
oh yeah.
I had to get up. I was sobbing so bad. I had to
from watching Deep Impact, really?
Yes.
I had trouble with that too.
19 also, and it traumatized because it was like they knew the end was coming, and they were all telling each other goodbye. And that big wave came when they was staying.
Yeah, well, they all didn't die. They all didn't die.
I know, but that was
the wave. That part yet.
I know what he's talking about, and it was awful. It was awful because they're just and they hug each other, and it's like, no.
What should I freak?
It's like, where'd she go? What, is it over? I guess I don't know what happened.
Like, they're gonna call EMS on me here in a minute because I'm gonna be sobbing in a fetal position on the floor.
Well, the Day After Tomorrow had the wave that came into New York, and then everyone's in New York, the people who are still alive, and they're like
sunk under,
trying to figure out what to do now that this wave is coming.
His dad was walking from DC.
And then
his dad was walking from DC to save the day. Like, yeah,
the deep.
I'm here. Walking from
that.
DC to New York in that kind of weather. That's just like, okay, this is all right. This movie jumped the shark already. I know how far that is. That ain't happening in that kind of weather. That's just not happening.
I can't.
Right, true.
Yeah.
Even Independence Day. Independence Day, when the light came down into the White House and then it wiped out everything.
Yeah.
Even that, with the cars flying and people trying to run. No, I can't do it. It's too upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the time I got to 2012 or what, my soul was already hardened.
What was the one with? That's the one John Cusack, right? Like 2012, 2000. You talking about the movie?
Yeah,
the movie was. Yeah, John Cusack had a movie like that too, where it was kind of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, to be entirely honest, the medication I'm on is for anxiety and panic attacks, and I've stopped watching horror flicks and whatever else. I'm only like watching cartoons and fluff right now because I can't handle the other stuff. And right now, I'm actually feeling an anxiety attack coming on just by talking about the movies.
Oh well, shit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I'm just like,
Hey,
it's that bad. That's how much I feel about this. They're terrible. They're just
Drink
awful.
beer.
Well, I won't tell you what happened earlier this week. In actuality, then, because that might freak you out. But
Wow. Well, now you gotta say it because
things are good. It showed that things are good, but I don't know if you guys saw earlier this week where an asteroid bounced off our atmosphere.
no.
And the kind of people were like, is that an issue? And all scientists were like, no, we're actually good or whatever. But it's like a flashlight. You can see it online, like where basically an asteroid came towards our atmosphere, but it bounced off.
So is it like like whatever
It-
whatever you say to me bounces off me and sticks to you, something like that?
Yeah.
Like ricocheted off or whatever. But yeah, but it's just, we have
Rubber, glue, whatever. you say.
it's a movie, so the
Yes.
things it's a movie, so the things like in the movie aren't always going to be the same thing that actually impact. This is what I was going to say. So
Hey,
you all right, Mal?
Yep, just
we live in a
Even-
video game and nothing's real.
We're all in the Matrix. We're all asleep right now. We're just,
God, I wish I felt like I was. I wish I could. Why do I always feel like I'm tired then?
I feel like I'm always asleep all the time.
because the machine needs your energy to go back to sleep.
Jesus, don't you're making my mind explode.
There's a lot of machines there, and you-
blue or red pill, Shannon. Blue or red pill. Yeah.
Ooh.
Which was
all
the
goes
interesting
back
scene
to
in
the
that
house.
movie when it's like he's asking Joey Pantoliano's like, if he's just like he knows it's not real, but he's like, but if I can go back, he was all for it. That's why he was a traitor in the movie. So
See, I'm just accepting whatever reality is here. It is. It's just I can't do anything. I'm only.
I say just make your own reality. Make your own reality.
Yeah,
Just do what you do.
I'm doing a good job right now because this reality is not so bad.
No, that
I
fireball's
have
hitting.
a bucket full of
Yeah,
all
you
these
never
beautiful
have.
colors. Like all these colors just make my mind feel so good.
You're gonna be like the old Simon Skills saying that live. I do drawings. When he's in the bathtub.
Drawings.
Probably. But look at this color. This color is my favorite. I think. Isn't that so pretty?
Oh yeah, like acrylic blue or whatever.
Yeah, it's
aqua blue.
it's called. Hang on, I'll tell you.
Just gotta put her readers on.
Turquoise green.
Oh.
I actually don't think that one was my favorite. What? Maybe it was this one. I can't even. Phthalo green. That one's nice. I like that one. Phthalo green.
There you go.
99 degrees right now in California. Good beer chugging weather, unless you like hot beer. Well, you better make it a bud and drink it quick.
No kidding.
Yeah, you want that Coors Rocky to be blue if you're drinking Coors.
Make sure the mountains are blue.
Oh, I'll have to keep an eye out for it, JT. He says he posts the morning earworm like once or twice a month. Sometimes more, sometimes less.
Okay.
Hey.
Mal should avoid REM. You listen to REM?
The music or the rap?
Is it
Well, I like the band, but
they're not dystopian.
Some of their songs, it's the end of the world as you know it. I mean, come
Oh,
on.
that's what he was referring to.
Yeah.
And I feel fine.
It's the end
Yeah.
of the world as we know it.
Yeah, but that could be a good thing too. It's just because we change it for something positive.
You know, that doesn't bother me as much as the visuals. I think I need the visuals to be upset. So, yeah.
And I feel fine.
I have something for you is the Friends one.
oh, there was another movie about the Bible being in Braille. What was it? Elijah?
Oh, yeah, that was with Denzel Washington. That was Eli, Book of Eli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
And I'm fine as long as they don't show the actual ending happening, like the aftermath. I can deal with. It's just like if they show the ending, I don't do well with that.
So the aftermath, you're fine. Like the Book of Eli, you were fine because it already happened.
Yeah, I was kind of okay with that because it was already in a different place.
It was like in a rebuilding
Place
stage at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't mind if it's past the point, but when the point is shown,
Yeah.
the point where that happens, I don't handle it well.
So what about like comedies? Can you do the comedies?
Monochromatic.
Shaun of the Dead was hilarious.
Well, not that one, but that one was funny. You're right, but
that was fucking hilarious.
I was thinking of the
Shine-
Seth Rogen.
yeah,
I was thinking of the
Shine-
Seth Rogen one where everybody was kind of like dying, and it was like basically what is it in the Bible? The reckoning or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Revelation?
No, what is it?
Rapture.
Rapture. And Seth Rogen had the comedy movie out when all the like actors, some of them were dying, and some were going to heaven, and some were going to hell. And it was like funny.
that.
Oh, you know, that was actually
No,
a
I
pretty
don't think I
funny
saw
one.
that
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh shit, what was that? God, look it up now.
I was gonna say I'm gonna look it up too.
Ooh, look at this combo. I'm on a
I
roll.
like that.
This is the end. Back in
There you go.
2013. Yeah, it was a pretty funny one.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
see that one.
And like some of the celebrities.
Didn't everybody
are like-
have like their real names? Was in that?
Yeah, it was like it was actually like all the same people, and like I was like Michael Cena was like nobody would hang out, like he was like everybody hated him or whatever like that. He's like, but you said we were friends, and they were like, he's not your friend. Like they were just like everybody's forming their own circles and cliques, and they were trying to like, and I forgot who it was. There was somebody they went let in the house, and they were like, and he was like going crazy on them and stuff, and they had the guy that
It's like
played
Click then when they make all those movies together.
yeah, they had like what you call him the guy from the HBO Kenny Powers guy was in it. Was pretty funny in it too. So yeah, it's a pretty funny movie, but it's the end of the world. So
Right, I'm watching From right now. I like it. From the TV series.
I've never seen that one. I don't know what that's about.
You haven't watched
Oh, you haven't watched
From?
From? Oh, that's good.
No.
It's about this
FROM?
little town, and it's kind of gives you like
I think it's on.
it's USA, I think.
No,
It-
Watch Roger commercials, yeah.
But
Go
it's
ahead.
about this little town, and people from out of town run across this tree that's fallen down, and then they go into this town, and everybody gets stuck there. And then at nighttime, they have to stay inside because at nighttime, all these people come out of the woods, and they're like, "Help me, help me!" And they try
they
to.
look normal, but they're old.
Mm.
And then
They're
they,
like basically.
Nope. Sounds like a trap to me. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
It is a trap. It is a trap.
MGM Plus is who made it.
It's a
Yeah.
good show. I think you'd like it. Yeah.
So,
I'd be like-
it's like the people traveling. They somehow in this town they have no idea why, but they keep circling around. They can't get out, and it's just in that same town. Like every time they go around, that's where they end
They
up.
end up like in the
Like
same
they're
thing,
in
like
Everybody
they're
ends
caught in
up
a loop. Yeah.
It's like it's
It's
pretty
like an
good.
alternate universe. And so like they get into these houses, and then that one couple goes in, and they're like, there's no like the wires don't connect to anything, and there's no electricity, but everything lights up. Like nothing makes sense. And then at nighttime, people come in and kill them if they go outside.
Like the main guy's the dude that was on Lost or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, that dude there.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've seen that. I've seen commercials for that show that he's on.
Yeah,
That. Okay.
damn good
It's
show.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. No, I just finished the second season of them a while back. That show, oof, yeah. The second season was pretty interesting too.
No spoilers. I've only seen the first season.
Yeah. Okay. The second one is actually pretty
Yeah,
interesting too, and how they do it.
But I
Yeah.
have to wait until my medication kicks in before I can watch anything like that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
no,
It was.
no spoilers.
Couldn't
It's
get into it.
Oh, it's intense. Like on the between the actual things going on with the characters, and then like the horror part of it, it gets intense. Like
Oh,
figuring
yeah.
out like what the hell's happening.
Man,
The
I
first
need to go
season
back and watch
focused
it
on the
then.
characters and like the town and stuff. So the
Yeah.
first season was more focused there. So I'm assuming the second season goes a little more interesting. So, but don't tell me. I'm
I'm not gonna tell you, but I'll say it pays off. It pays off to see the second
Good,
season.
good.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
remember that for when I'm well enough to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet, but I will get there.
Yeah, yeah. I can't tell you, but you're like, yeah.
That creepy
Huh?
white woman on like the blonde haired woman, she just
Oh.
Yeah.
like gives me the ick. I can't like deal
Well,
with
back
her.
in the 50s, that was commonality in a lot of areas. So
Well,
But
yeah,
she-
but she's just
Yeah, she gives
fucking
everyone the
creepy.
ick now.
yeah, yeah. But you'd have to see the whole thing to see what happens there. But yeah.
All right, Rod, I think you would really like From.
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
Yes.
That's on MGM because I got MGM as well. Yeah, okay. MGM Plus. Yeah, I got that.
The first season's on Prime Video for free.
Okay. Well, I just finished the second season of The Boys yesterday. That was interesting. So
Yeah, I need to go back and rewatch
The
that.
third
too,
season's
'cause-
out now, right? Because
wait a minute. Second, third season. No, second season.
Boys?
They only had two seasons. I'm up to date on. I think it's only 2 seasons they had in The Boys.
Really?
yeah,
Or did they have
because
3?
Nah.
If there was 3, I just finished the third then.
Yeah, because I haven't watched the latest season, but and the Umbrella Academy. Have you watched that?
I can never get through it. I only watched the first like 1.5 episodes of the first season.
Oh,
It was like
I
I'm done.
love Umbrella Academy. I haven't got like the new season.
Oh, sorry, 4 seasons. I just
Yeah, I was
finished the
gonna
4th
say, I was
season.
gonna say there's 4.
Whatever the last season was, I just finished it. Yeah, and that was
Was it good? Because
in 2026.
yeah. It's interesting. It's in my mind, I'm like, okay, did we jump the shark now here on some of the stuff they were doing? But then by the time the season ends, you're like, well, fuck, now I gotta watch next season to see what happens. Like so, and plus they got the spin-off with the school one where they're like in college or whatever of another group that's a part of that universe. So I'm kind of started watching that because that was pretty good the first season. There's another part. Shit, Shannon, I gotta look here.
you forgot the show in that phrase.
Gen V is the other one.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah, they're in this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have Highlander and all that kind of stuff. They mention all the characters in there. Yeah. Which that was a pretty good first season as well.
That's where all the women have powers, right?
Well, I think a
that's
couple of the
full
lead
powers.
characters. No, I mean they have some of the guys on there with some powers and stuff, but
Yeah, I'm talking about a different show.
yeah, but it was interesting. I'll give them that. So I have to get back to actually finish Industry because that's a show I really like to watch. I forgot that came out this past summer.
What? What's
I gotta watch the new season. Industry is pretty intense the first couple seasons for sure.
Started watching the first season.
Yeah, and watching it from like being in the financial area, kind of watching it, like I can see some of the cutthroatness that takes place there.
It reminds me. So I'm really butthurt. This happened to me like in 1999. There was this show out. I had Jennifer Connelly in it, and it was called The Street. And it was it was like a bunch of like traders or financial people, very similar to.
The Street was good.
Yeah.
And I was like so invested in it, and they just canceled it, and I'm still pissed off about it. And it was like 20 years ago. But Industry kind of has the same vibe.
Are you just in the first season right now?
Yes, I'm like
Okay.
I just got to the part where
Oh, so there's gonna be more though. It's not.
yeah,
that's not the
it's
end
like
of
a
it.
Showtime. Is it Showtime?
HBO Max.
HBO.
Yeah.
I just got to the part where the one guy dies and yeah, and the one girl at the
I didn't
gym
know about
and
that
the
one.
other guy are like she keeps like teasing him and
Yeah. Yeah. That guy. Yeah. It gets interesting. It gets interesting on how the characters and they start playing against each other, and then
Jon Snow is in it now from
Game of Thrones.
from Game of Thrones. That actor's in it now, but wasn't in it. He's not in the first season, I don't think.
was he in the season that just came out then?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I won't know who it is because I didn't watch Game of Thrones, but
Well, he's short. He's got the dark hair. He's
okay.
I've seen the previews. They're playing like racquetball or something.
Long as it's not the little blonde kid for Game of Thrones. Even though I never watched, I knew who that kid was, and that kid would be a pain in the ass to see. Yeah.
Yes. I don't think anybody like that guy.
Yeah.
You know, I like the character, but I've seen a lot of interviews, and apparently he was like the sweetest human that existed on the staff.
That's what I've heard too.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the thing.
Everyone
He must
like,
have played the
nice.
role so. He played the role so great, like people actually hate him.
Yeah, but yeah,
He
he
plays
was
a dick
apparently
that
like the
green.
nicest human on their staff at all. Like
Yeah.
everyone was super sad when he had to
Yes.
leave.
So you all watched The Walking Dead? Did you all ever watch that?
Oh, I watch. I still watch it.
Still watches
Well,
it.
the guy with the big old crooked nose.
The
He
crooked
plays the bear
nose.
now.
The black haired dude.
He plays.
I
the
need-
bear
I-
super.
He was
I
a
need to
cop
watch
in
the bear.
He was in the cop in the first part of when it first started.
And then he was a superhero. He had a superhero show.
Wait a minute. He was a cop in the first one.
No, in
He was Rick's best friend.
yeah.
Oh, you talking about the guy that plays Shane?
Shane, yes.
Oh, he's on the bear now. Okay.
So I hated Shane, that actor, strictly
Because of The Walking
because
Dead.
Of The Walking Dead. And anytime I'd see a show that he was in, everybody like, "Oh, this show's so good." I'm like, "I can't watch it. That guy's a fucker. I don't like him."
And she didn't like him at all.
I'm
He
like,
pretty.
no
He
matter
pretty
what
much.
he's in,
Yeah.
Nope. And then finally, years and years later, he showed up on. He'd been on The Bear, but like this last season, he had this one scene. And I'm like, I don't hate him anymore. Kind of like him. Yeah.
He's a pretty good actor. Yeah.
But he had a superhero show.
Punisher. Yeah, he was Punisher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punisher,
Yeah. He's back. He's back in that role for the movie and stuff.
Yeah,
But
because everybody was like, "You should watch Punisher." I'm like, I ain't watching that prick do anything.
yeah, he's actually got a YouTube channel where he does some pretty good interviews and stuff too. John Barenthal. He's pretty solid.
I feel bad for not liking him, but it just shows.
But it's funny
there's
you mentioned. I
such
remember
actors.
somebody told me one time like they can never watch Jason Alexander because they hated him so much as George on
That's
Seinfeld.
me.
Was that you that told me that?
That's her
Okay.
also, yeah.
Okay.
No, I feel the same.
You're the
I
same
feel
way.
the
You're the same way. Like they just can't
Pretty
hate me.
Woman,
I see him and I'm angry.
George Costanza was. He did not redeem
I was
himself.
say it's probably her.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, it's probably her.
I thought he was hilarious as George. I thought that was one of the funniest characters
Well,
out there.
The moment he
Yeah.
speaks, I'm angry. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. I'm
He
just
already
angry
left a
that he
dirty taste, a
exists.
bad taste in my mouth from Pretty Woman.
Yep, Pretty Woman too.
Oh God. The
And,
episode.
and Shallow Hal. He was the same in Shallow Hal.
Yeah, but he had a little tail that wagged in the shower.
Oh, that was kind of cute, but he deserved that tail because he's an asshole.
Oh my
If I
goodness.
could give a tail to anybody, it would be
It'd be
Jason
him.
Alexander.
Evening hopped up. Oh, miss Game of Thrones. You missed a good series. Never too late. Yeah, I never really got in time to get into it at the time when it came out, and
The
it was on
commitment.
Sunday. It was on Sunday night back then. I was doing fantasy football, Sunday nights for football nights, and I just never got really around to it. And even when I stopped watching football, I didn't want to go back and watch that as much. And then now it's what the Kingdom something else they got on.
Yeah, that sucks.
What's the one they got now? Like
Dragons.
yeah, and they got
Yeah, that's,
and they got another one they're working on too as a spinoff too. And I'm just like,
Well, it's supposed to be a Jon Snow spinoff, but I don't know if it's going to actually happen.
yeah. I mean,
No.
everybody's
That's
saying
probably
like
my-
There was
That's
talk
probably
about
my
a
favorite
spinoff
show
with Arya,
ever.
the daughter.
the daughter.
Yeah, there was talk about a spinoff with Arya.
See, she's okay, but like, I feel like there was way more interesting characters.
Yeah.
yeah, Viking was good too.
Yeah, no, I would say
Oh,
Viking was a good
yes.
series. I didn't finish Viking. I started watching Viking. I liked it, but I just got sidetracked away from it. That is one I would have
Easy
actually watched
Ride.
through. Yeah, I know that one's actually about to end. I know one of the series I did watch all the way through back in the day. Well, I say back in the day, a few years ago was Spartacus. That was actually a pretty good series they
Oh,
did
I
on
think
Stars. Yeah, that was like with the kind of gladiator type stuff. That was a
Yeah.
pretty cool one when they did that. They did that show. It's tough to find time to watch these shows, though. That's the thing I run into. It's just
There's no
I
Fine
time.
got
time.
like 75 shows on my AMDB list
Oh,
to
but
watch.
Broadchurch.
Yeah.
Do you like Broadchurch?
Oh yeah, it's good.
So I like a lot of
I'm
British
halfway through the
shows.
third.
Like
oh, I love
British-
watching some of the British ones. Like the only thing I like if I get something and it's like the character that can't think of the name right now. The alcohol might be kicking in. Idris Elba's character, the one he's like the detective.
Luther or
Luther, yeah, Luther.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like if that comes out, I'm on board. I'll watch that right away. Like right now, we're getting closer, like a month or two away. Peaky Blinders comes out. I'll be right there watching Peaky Blinders when that releases because that's one of my shows to watch. But
I need to like really commit to that. That's kind of like I feel like Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, me
I
too.
can compare that to Game of Thrones. It's
Yeah.
complicated, but it's like you gotta like sit down, pay attention, and invest your time into it.
And the thing
you
about
gotta pay,
it is,
yeah.
It's only 6 episodes a season, so
Yeah, well, they got the movie coming out and they got a spinoff. But the thing is, like, I ended up becoming a fan of Cillian Murphy by watching Peaky Blinders. So it was like
Yeah.
when they came out with Oppenheimer and all these other stuff, he was there, like, I'm already there. Like,
We
he's such a
still
good
haven't
actor. You
watched
see his
that.
range on Peaky Blinders being so good. Like, anything he does, he's like that next generation of great actors coming up right now. So,
I started rewatching it. I'm like halfway through the second season.
yeah. I'm like, at some point, you need like you had Christian Bale as Batman, him as Scarecrow, but they need to have like a really good movie with like Christian Bale and Cillian Murphy. And like when they did like Heat and they had like De Niro and Pacino, right? They need to have a good movie so both their talents can flourish. And then throw in Tom Hardy, it'd be a big hit for him.
Oh, Tom Hardy reminds me of the guy that plays in Mayor Kingstown.
Oh, Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner.
He's pretty good too.
That's a damn good show right there.
Yeah, I've never seen that one, but I've seen the previews for it.
Mayor Kingstown.
I never. It's the time. It's the time. Now I've seen the one with Kevin Bacon. I want to say City of Industry or whatever it is on Showtime. That's actually a pretty good one where he's like a cop and he's going against a lawyer on there all the time. It's a pretty good.
Fan of Kevin Bacon.
Tulsa King's very good too with
Sylvester.
Yeah, but I didn't want to buy Paramount Plus to watch it with all these other things. You get rid of cable and you get all streaming services, like you might as well just kept cable.
You don't have to, Rod. You don't.
The way it works out, yeah. When that was.
I can tell you how.
Okay. Wow. Hello. I'm listening. No, I know the first season of Tulsa King's on CBS now too. So, but Tulsa King, I watched the first 2 episodes and it was good. I just didn't have the rest of it.
The Game of Thrones books, I wish I would have found before the show because I have to read the books before I watch the shows. Because I liked the way the books broke it down because when you start watching Game of Thrones, there's so many characters you can't get a grasp on them, but the books broke each chapter down into a character, so you got to know the characters separately instead of meshing them all together.
I gotta say, Hopped Up Beer Review, you are the winner because it's true. I read all the books, the 5 books. He never released the 6th, but yeah, the books were incredible, and it gives you such a deeper dive into everything. And like, if you've read the books first, you go into the show like, oh, I know who that was. I know who that is, and you're like, you're more into it, Because honestly, with all the different families and all the different, the intrigue going on, who's trying to get what and everything. You gotta have the books, man.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like the trend thing, books are always better because when you're reading, you're reading. You got more room as a writer, but also as a reader, your imagination gets more into play when you're reading.
You say that, but I have found one instance where that is incorrect.
Where a movie was better than the book. The movie was better than the book?
Jurassic Park. I thought the movie flowed more easily. I thought it was less wordy. Like, I think the book was overdone compared to the movie. I think the movie did quite a better job than the book itself. But that's the only time I've had that happen.
Well, see, that would be an outlier then, right? So that'd be an outlier.
I did love the book. The book was excellent, but the movie was better. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, it's an outlier. It doesn't happen all the time. There's always...
I might actually say the same on Dracula.
What's Dracula?
Like the Bela Lugosi one. But
the old school one. That's old school back in the day.
I think that was better than the book.
Well, you could say that. Well, okay. Well, I never read the book on Dracula. I read the book on Frankenstein that Mary Shelley had written back in the day. That was a lot better than watching the movie. I mean, that was part of my literature studies when I was in college. But
I think the Bela Lugosi movie did a little better than the book.
But what about when Abbott and Costello meet Dracula? That had to be pretty funny. That wasn't a book. You had to watch that on TV. Abbott and Costello meet Dracula. It wasn't just Dracula. The werewolf was on there too, and the mummy. Just saying. You got a bonus. All in one movie. And he's like,
I have to go.
One stop shop.
He's like, Abbott. Yeah.
Now, I have a question. Comparing books to movies, what is the most disappointing movie you saw after reading the book? Mine is The Horse Whisperer. I loved that book so much. And Robert Redford was in the movie, and that movie was shit compared. That's one of my most favorite books is The Horse Whisperer, and they just like butchered that movie so bad.
I don't know if I've read a book before seeing a movie
I can't read the book if I've seen the movie first.
as much. But you're saying that you read the book and you saw the movie, and you're thinking the movie was worse than the book.
No, the movies are always worse than the books in my opinion.
Right.
But it was so bad. Of all the movies I've ever seen after I've read the book, that one was the worst.
Oof.
I'm going to say Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. That was the fourth one. And the other one would be Tommy Knockers. I think Tommy Knockers
was a book?
Mm-hmm.
It's Stephen King.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
it sounds like a Adam Sandler movie.
I felt like I felt like the movie fell flat, and the book was excellent.
Yeah.
So I was a little disappointed. But Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and Tommy Knockers would be my top picks. For the book was so far better that there's no comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have it. I mean, I think
The Relic.
Oh, the Relic. That's yeah.
The book was amazing, and I was so disappointed with the movie. I thought the movie sucked ass. I'm sorry. It was so good as a book.
Yeah.
The Relic was excellent.
I mean, I think most of the books I read were after I've probably seen movies. So I don't think I've read
I
it
love
before.
That you can do that because I feel like I love to read.
I think Stand By Me book was probably a little better than the movie. Even though the movie was great.
The books, I've never read a Stephen King book. I don't think I have.
I've read most of them. Not all of them, but most of them.
I started to read The Stand because Pat told me it was like Gone with the Wind's this big. And I saw the movie first. I'm like, I couldn't finish the book. But like what was that? Just The Stand.
Yeah.
I was like, I love the whole, but it was just, if they broke it down into like 3 books into a series, if I didn't see all the pages that I had to get through, I might have been able to finish it. But it was just like a mountain I knew I couldn't climb.
You know, that's another one where the movie was better than the book. The short story The Body was made into Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Stand By Me, where the 4 boys go on the railroad track.
Yeah, that's what he was just saying.
But the original story was a short story. It was only like 30 pages. It was super short. And I think the movie did better than the book on that one too.
So they evolved, they took the story and made it better. Bunch of beer drinking.
Bullshit. Never mentioned Cheers. Anyway, everyone knows the best show is Barney Miller. Come on.
Barney Miller.
You know,
Cheers.
I did watch Barney Miller when I was younger, though.
No, I thought Cheers was a great show.
Cheers was good. Cheers was.
I watched it through like 3 times. Like, yeah, we're fans.
Yeah.
We both want to be Norm. We haven't found a place where we can be Norm yet.
Norm and Cliff.
Well, yeah, Norm, where you walk in and everybody at the bar goes, Norm! And he goes, how? You know, he says one thing and then he gets beer. Like
the episode where Cliff goes on Jeopardy. and he's on the last thing for Final Jeopardy and he doesn't know the answer and he wrote something and he's like, he got it wrong. I was like, well, surely no one would risk all their money. Stephen King movies, TV shows are usually disappointing, I've found.
Not always.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Harry did a good job.
I like Maximum Overdrive. You know, it doesn't get enough buzz about it, but I like Maximum Overdrive. I thought that was actually a pretty good movie.
Overdrive was great. I liked Christine too. I liked Christine.
I like Christine.
It deviated, but it was good. I liked it.
Not a huge fan of the whole werewolf one with the little wheelchair thing. What was that?
Silver Bullet.
Yeah, Silver Bullet. Yeah, I like Fire. I like Firestarter back in the day too. Drew Barrymore. That one was actually pretty good with her and Gregory Peck and not Gregory Peck. George C. Scott.
They also had the collections of short stories. They had the Creep Show 1 and 2.
Creep Show,
Both
yeah.
of those were excellent. I loved Creep Show. And
Yeah.
then they had the other one with Drew Barrymore, the Cat's Breath. That
Yes,
was, like, the guy
with
who
the
had
cat, and
smoking
the high rise thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
like those were excellent. I thought they did a nice job.
yeah. Let's see. Stephen King, amazing author. Just Stand always been one of my favorites. Yes. Like I never read the book. I mean, I just saw the movie. Well, actually, it was a mini series because they couldn't do it in just one movie because it was so big.
Oh, Green Mile. Green Mile was
Langoliers. Langoliers. I like the Langoliers.
Langoliers was great. That was a short story too. That was really short. It was like 30 pages as well. But
Green Mile was definitely that's a good one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Green Mile was excellent. Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So good.
In the book, The Natural, he strikes out in the end and his team loses. So in the movie, did they win? I never seen The Natural.
No,
They should have left it like the book.
Well, in the book, it was like Casey Jones at the bat. He's supposed to strike out and lose.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a losing thing.
I mean, that's the whole thing with Rudy. Like, Rudy never got in the game and got like a big play like in the movie.
Yeah.
You know, he just got ran over on that last play. Was shaking Normie walking in the bar stool, all 4 cheeks and both chins, coach.
Oh, that is beautiful, and I did not remember that. Wonderful.
Other than the movie Blade Runner, Do Androids Dream of Sheep? Every Philip K. Dick movie sucked ass, and there are many of them. Sloppy, thoughtless, nonsense. He was a visionary.
I'll go Tarantino first. I think.
When no sci-fi movie is probably worse than Brother from Another Planet. Maybe Howard the Duck. They might be neck and neck. Although they are making a new Howard the Duck movie. They're making a new Howard the Duck movie. I saw.
I'm sorry. As long as Barbarella exists, I have an argument.
Barbarella was a great movie.
No,
Back in when I was young, when I was a young teen, Barbarella was a great movie.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know who this Jane Fonda chick is, but I like her.
Put aside the boobs for a second and think about it. That movie was shit, and you know it.
Well, so was Caligula, but people watch it.
I'm not saying Caligula wasn't shit. I'm saying you're saying Howard the Duck, and I'm sorry, Barbarella was worse.
I loved
Howard the Duck was
a big part of my childhood.
That was considered one of the biggest bombs came out, but it was the first Marvel movie release, and it just bombed.
A woman fell in love with a duck on screen, so
on screen.
Roger Rabbit and Howard the Duck.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Rabbit did all right though.
Roger Rabbit was great,
but Howard the Duck, Howard Duck was pretty bad.
I loved Howard the Duck.
I loved Howard the Duck.
Yeah,
that was the very first Marvel movie.
That's what I said.
Duck was
very first.
I said that earlier. Y'all not listening to me?
Not a single thing. Like I
thought you were talking about Barbarella when you said that.
As a Marvel movie?
No, hey.
I mean, I'd be out for that superhero. Don't get me wrong. If she was to be a superhero, make her a superhero.
Howard the Duck, Barbarella superhero. I would think that Barbarella would probably be more of a superhero than Howard the Duck. So
that would be fine for me.
We get it. Yes. We get it, Rod. We get it.
Let's go.
Howard the Duck, IMDb 4.7 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes 13%.
Now check Barbarella.
That's bomb territory right there.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Hey, I'm thankful that they put that out so I could enjoy it. I'm part of the 13% that enjoyed the movie.
Barbarella, IMDb 5.9 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes 75%.
Oh, because a bunch of horny men watch it.
It's because of the boobs. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. No. It's because of the fucking boobs. Like, don't give me that.
Horny men. Horny men get online.
Yeah.
And they want to tell somebody else.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. That might have been a remake. Oh, no. The original 1968. 5.9 out of 10. 75%. Yeah.
What about Solar Babies?
Boob cell.
What the hell is Solar Babies?
It's my,
exactly right, Rod. Exactly.
It's my favorite childhood movie, and it had Terry Garr in it.
Oh, I know Terry Garr. I know Terry Garr. I know Terry Garr.
Yeah. Well, you don't know her that well.
So Were Babies, 4.7 out of 10 for IMDb. Not even on Rotten Tomatoes.
Because
Yeah,
it's
they're
a
like,
million years
no,
ago.
Blooms, no.
Wait a minute. Terry Garr was in it. Jamie Gertz was in it.
Oh, yeah.
That's totally two different people.
Whatever. You know what I meant.
No, Terry Garr is totally different than Jamie Gertz. Although I'm not opposed to Jamie Gertz. I'm just saying they're two different people.
Hey, Rod, I made a mistake and I apologize.
You don't got to
Tato.
apologize. We're just, somebody's looking for Terry Garr to get Jamie Gertz. They're like, wait a second. That's not what I was expecting. I mean, we'll take the order, but I'm just saying that's not what we ordered.
Anyway.
Oh, let me see here. The movie, the movie Natural, a typical Hollywood ending, hits dramatic homer to win it all, and good tries. So, yeah, I mean, that's what Hollywood did, right? So that's why I like movies that have endings that aren't always great. Like, I like movies that end on a down note sometimes because that's just reality. Like, you're not going to win every time.
You like Grimm's fairy tales, don't you?
Huh?
You like
Grimm's
Grimm's fairy
Oh, I
tales.
do like I like the Grimm story tales.
Sure.
Because it's definitely more of it's just you can't win every time. So it's kind of like,
It's an open-ended story.
we were talking about the Will Smith movie when he's like the trying to get the antidote. I forgot the name of that movie was and how it ends, but now they're making a sequel to it so that I guess he's going to try to find a cure.
Know what movie you're talking about, so I can watch
The one when it was the scientist and it was like not zombie but people eater. I don't know what they were.
Alone?
No,
not iRobot. It was
the one with Will Smith where he's seeking an antidote, which I
know what you're talking about.
Shit, I'm trying to look right here for
something like
Will Smith zombies. That should do it.
Somebody's probably typing in the comments
I Am
right
Legend.
now. Yes, that one.
Oh,
and
I Am Legend.
And now they're kind of working on a sequel for that. So I'm like, why do we need to? I mean, you could have left it the way it ended at the end, but they want to have a happy end. But there's money in sequels, so
yeah, there is.
Like what?
Twisters.
Yeah, like I don't even know why you needed a Twisters after you had Twister. Like
I know, right?
And I don't even know if I don't even know it was actually a sequel because they were still trying to put a robot into the thing. Didn't Helen Hunt do that in the first movie? So why we got another one going out to it?
After that first movie, the Twisters still happen. We still have them.
Yeah.
But not in Twisters. They figured out how to collapse a tornado.
Yeah, they did.
A spoiler.
Nope.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Save yourself time.
Oh.
No, I literally traumatized.
She just saved you 2 hours of work.
I traumatized all my friends in high school. I made that Twister was like one of my favorite movies because I just liked the weather, bad weather. And so like my 2 best friends in high school had to watch it over and over and over again and they were good friends. Now that I look back, I'm like, how did you do that? So
kidding, they're really good friends.
And so Heather, when the sequel came out like a million years later, she was like, I'm not going to watch this one with you.
She's like, I already seen this. I'm not watching it again.
Oh, Short Circuit.
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Short Circuit as much. It was like a little cute type movie. I just didn't get into it.
Wasn't that Pee Wee Herman?
Iron Eagle, Lou Gossett Jr. Worst Lou Gossett Jr. movie, Enemy Mine. That movie was just like terrible. I don't know why they made that. Enemy Mine was horrible. Him and Randy Quaid.
Billy Roberts also?
No, that was when they were in the planet with the little baby with the hermaphrodite alien that could reproduce by itself. That was not a bad movie.
Touch yourself is good, Rod.
Enemy Mine sucked. Enemy Mine sucked.
What about Batteries Not Included?
That is one.
It was one of my favorites.
What about Short Circuit?
Short Circuit was great, but was that Pee Wee Herman doing the voice of the robot?
Oh God.
Pee Wee Herman.
He was the voice for the Flight of the Navigator. He was the spaceship, but I didn't know if he was the robot in Short Circuit too. I felt like he was. Ruben what was his name? Ruben.
Paul Rubens.
Paul
This was his real name. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he was the voice of Short Circuit, and there was a second one too. There was a sequel to that one. I did watch the second one, but I don't remember it.
Pee Wee Herman, one bad night in a movie theater, and your career's downhill.
Right. I mean, hey,
People were so shocked by it, but if they had actually watched his show, like his, in the house and stuff, they
The
should
comedy Pee Wee's Playhouse. Yeah.
Nobody should have been shocked by that at all.
shouldn't have been exactly right.
It
Mel.
should
It
not have
shouldn't
been
for
surprising
sure.
to anybody. His show was fucking messed. It was an acid trip.
Oh, gotta love the 80s. Gotta love the 80s.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers might have had one night.
He was
made
one of
back
the main
too.
vampires in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie.
He was one of the vampires in Buffy the movie?
He had his arm taken off, and he was like, "We're vampires. We can do anything." And she said, "Oh yeah, clap." And then she staked him and killed him. But yeah, he was one of the main vampires in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie. With
You guys have the best memories of this movie.
it had
Oh,
Luke.
Rubens?
That was Sarah Michelle Gellar, or was it a movie?
That was
I never-
not Michelle Gellar. That was
Oh, no, that's TV show. That's TV show. I forgot to do
no,
movie.
it was the blonde-headed
Christy
girl.
something. Christina.
Sutherland,
Applegate?
Summer,
No,
I know
Brinkley.
who you're talking
No,
about.
not Brinkley. Who?
Smothers,
Sure.
Christine Smother. What
No,
was it?
it was. Hold on, I gotta look it up.
Because you know
I
the
was going to look it up
movie,
too. What was it?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie.
Buffy.
Because the
I
movie
know.
came out before the series.
Yeah,
I
the movie
totally
came out
Yeah.
way before the
Percy
series.
Swanson.
forgot.
Christy Swanson.
That was it. Yes,
I knew it
and
started
Luke
with
Perry. And Luke
Donald
Perry was in
Duck.
it. But he was the main the helper to the main vampire. He was the go
Oh, yeah.
about vampire.
Okay.
The vampire assistant.
But yeah, she killed him close to the end, and his death scene was ridiculous and silly and funny. So
Yeah.
yes, highly recommend watching that movie again because
Yeah, see, I've never
faking his death is hilarious.
I've never seen the movie. Although I did watch
recommend it. It was quite good.
I did watch the show because I was a Charisma Carpenter fan back in the
Oh,
day.
me too. I
Yeah.
loved
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
She was a total bitch, but she made me laugh. So,
Yes.
She was she was
and then she did the spread in Playboy, which was fantastic.
yeah. Keep my Robert De Niro. Yeah, she may have. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh. Yeah. Jamie Gertz, richest actress in Hollywood, $8 billion. Mary Smart. Well, she's seen that little
Solar
brain on
Baby.
her.
Met him from our movie from Solar
Lucas was a great movie. R.I.P. Corey Haim. I do remember Lucas.
Baby.
I didn't see
License
Lucas, but I
to
remember
Drive,
Lucas coming
Corey
out.
Haim. License to Drive, Corey Haim and Corey Feldman and Heather Graham were all in it.
I've never seen that one.
Another cheesy 80s movie.
But
Yeah.
what's it called? Which all the girls saw. I mean, the guys saw it too, obviously, but it was the vampire one where the two Corys were in it.
Lost Boys.
Lost Boys, yeah.
Oh, that was.
I remember
dark.
I remember like in the 80s, all the chicks were seeing the Lost Boys, and they were seeing what's the one with the Outsiders back in the 80s? Like all the chicks were seeing the Outsiders and the Lost Boys.
I
Hey,
saw
Rod,
Lost Boys
there's-
before I saw Salem's Lot, and Lost Boys had the one where the guy comes up to the window and like knocks.
That's Salem's Lot.
Well, yeah, I know it happened in
Yeah.
Salem's Lot, but it happened in Lost.
Oh yeah, Lost Boys does too when he comes back. Yeah,
Yeah, and that was weird. That was freaky. Loved it.
yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
There's a show called The Outsiders. If you haven't watched it, it's a really good show. I think it's.
Is
a
it
show-
based off the movie or is it something different?
No, I don't think so. It was like, I mean, it could have been.
Yeah,
Yeah, we watched it. It's
Brazil. Brazil was definitely a dark movie there. Yeah, I remember that back in the day. Movies in the 80s were the best.
Baby.
Oh yeah, we grew. I mean, it was like we thought Scarface was a good guy. Apparently not. Like we just, he's
That's
just a man. He was a man trying to make it in America. So
That's my brother's favorite movie.
yeah, Scarface. Like
It's
back in the
all
day.
about
The
man.
most like F bombs and
Yeah,
whatever the seconds, however they used to measure that is like ridiculous.
No, it's all
Mannequin.
about
Did
the
y'all ever
boobs.
watch Mannequin?
I love
Long
Mannequin.
time ago.
I did
Yeah.
with Kim Cattrall, loved Mannequin.
Love Mannequin. That was funny. But
Two-
the Goonies wins. Sorry.
Oh yes, the Goonies.
Goonies
was so good.
wins.
Goonies. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a winner. No matter what.
Yeah, Kim Cattrall, best thing on Sex in the City.
I just
Fear,
restarted
Fear and
watching.
Loathing in Las Vegas. I gotta watch that. I never watched that movie. I need to watch that.
I read where they in the Goonies where they see the pirate ship at the end. That was like they had no idea what was going on, so they wanted to film like their actual reaction of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So it was
Really?
like a real
No,
Because they're surprised and all that
that-
stuff. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Because when you go back and watch it, you see it's like kind of like it makes sense now. You see it's like okay.
Yeah. It's just kind of funny seeing the Goonies back then and then now seeing like movies today and realizing that Brolin was like the older kid in the Goonies, and now he's like,
I know, right? Yeah.
He's a wife beater. He's a
Yeah.
wife beater.
I don't know about that, but I don't.
Wife beater.
I'd never heard anything about that, like him being a wife beater.
He got married to Diane Lane and got arrested for domestic
Oh,
violence.
Diane Lane. I like Diane Lane and stuff. She did some pretty good stuff back in the day.
She's hot.
Yeah.
I like her a lot.
Everybody did, honey.
Very cool, Mal. And I saw Pee Wee in concert on the SS President in 1983.
All right.
Nice.
Dang, nice.
Just wait till you get home, Pee Wee. Yeah. Yeah, Pee Wee went to the theater on the wrong day, got in trouble. So yeah.
It's like you're by yourself with a tall can of popcorn. What are you doing there?
Yeah. He was good. He was good. He was
Like
he was
box, but
Yeah,
different.
that's
Yeah.
pretty much what they got him
If,
for.
if he would have been more stealthy about it.
Yeah, yeah.
he was good. He was good in Blow though with Johnny Depp.
Oh my God, Todd, look. And how cute.
Apparently they're looking at the puppy over there, folks.
Uh,
But yeah. Oh man. Well, there was a walk down memory lane, everybody, on some of the old stuff from back in the day.
Solar Babies, check it out.
Solar babies. Don't take
Yeah. Maybe like
Yeah.
yes, yeah. We're gonna get that now. There's no blockbuster anymore.
it.
In Xanadu.
Oh, Xanadu was awful.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Thank you, Mal. Thank you, Mal.
Yeah.
I said the same thing. It's like
I
It was
I didn't
awful.
have to watch it. I watched
And
the first
I love
10 minutes,
musicals.
like, no,
I'm a
out.
goddamn musician. But that was awful.
That movie was
Hey.
I don't know why, but every
But I bet he knows every word to the soundtrack because I listen to it so much.
Oh,
Every
I'm
time-
so sorry.
every time I hear Xanadu, I think Zap for some reason. I don't know why, but I get like some reaction to it. Like
I tried to watch the movie and I just like, nope, I'm out. I can't.
Oh,
makes me think.
I get
Makes
a
you
reaction
think it-
to it
makes
too.
you-
It's hives.
Makes me think of the movie Zap with Scott Baio and Willie Ames. When Scott Baio was snapping the women's bras.
I found out today that American Psycho had a female director, and I did not know that. And it made me
Excellent movie. Excellent
Yeah.
movie.
It was an amazing movie. It was excellent.
Yeah.
But I would not have pegged that for being directed by a female, and it made me very pleased that it was directed by a woman. I don't
Yeah.
know. I was shocked.
Got up in the middle of
Just
the movie.
because of the way his character was, you think it shocked you?
You know, it felt so impersonal that it didn't feel like it was a female director. It just threw me off completely. And I had an eye-opening experience where I was like, oh, that was a woman that directed that. That's awesome. So
I took you and Heather on my birthday with Rachel.
I
Never-
grew a little in my mind about how women can handle the things, and it was lovely.
Yeah. Do you ever see the movie Frailty
Yes.
with Bill Paxton? That was actually a pretty good one
Yes.
back in
Oh,
the day.
that was actually, we watched that one.
I think,
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Shane wants to know what's the worst movie you've ever
Have
seen.
you asked them if they ever got up in the middle of a movie, like a Drain 4-bit movie?
Or
Yes.
have you ever got up in the middle of a movie and walked out? Is that the
Yes.
same?
Presumed innocent with Harrison Ford. Presumed innocent. Yeah. We went with a bunch of friends and just wasn't digging. I'm like, I'm out. Like, we're at the mall. And I'm like, we're watching the movie. Like, I'll catch up with you guys like an hour and a half or whatever it was. I'm like, this movie's nothing. Yeah.
I'd say mine would be, even though we had like movie issues, Talented Mr. Ripley.
Yeah, that was awful.
You didn't like the talent of Mr. Ripley?
Oh God, no.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good with Matt Damon.
Not in the theaters, I was like, no, this is terrible. And it's like maybe it was because the pause or whatever. No, like
yeah,
film.
the film like melted, and then we were like, this sucks, and we didn't go back.
Oh.
And then
Did you watch it? Did you watch it later, like on HBO or anything?
I haven't watched it all
We got
yet.
to the boat scene where they killed somebody, or
Yeah, it was. I thought it was pretty good by the end of it.
Yeah, maybe I have to go back and watch that one then.
they have a TV series now that's coming out. Talented Mr. Ripley.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And then Constellation, when I was like Rachel Wise, I loved her. And we went to the movies to see that. And then me, you, and Heather, I was like, I want to see this movie. Oh. And then they were like up in outer space or something. And
that was pretty bad. Constellation?
Yeah, we got out and left that one.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
Well, don't waste your money.
Yeah, I was going to say don't.
Yeah.
If you haven't.
Okay.
Have you? Which one is it?
Sorry. Worst movie I ever saw was called Epic Movie. It was one of those, not another teen movie, not another horror movie,
yeah, like
whatever.
the
It was one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Called Epic Movie.
Yeah.
So I went to the theater to see it and got seated, and it started out where these teenagers went through the wardrobe and met the goat man from like Narnia, and all of a sudden it was like he was on Cribs and he was showing his hot tub with his goat and stuff like that. And that was the beginning of the movie. And I got through about, I'd say 45 minutes of that movie, and I got up and went back to the counter and asked for my money back, and I left.
Yeah.
So Epic, it was called Epic.
Did they give you money back?
Yeah, they refund you?
But
Oh, wow. I know you could do that.
Like I had to hunt
the
the name of that character and then hunt down what that movie was, because I didn't even remember the name of it. Like, it just took me a minute to try and find the name of that movie, but it was atrocious. I've never seen anything worse than that movie.
Yeah, well, that was a spoof of the other movies, right?
I know,
So yeah,
you
know it's gonna be
it was a spoof movie, but it was awful. Like the not another horror flick, or not they had those ones that was like making fun of Scream or whatever. Those I laughed at. I thought they were funny. I'm sorry.
Right.
They kind of cracked me up. They made fun of the whole, who's gonna die first and all this stuff. Like, I thought it was good. But that one was the worst. I've never seen anything worse than that.
Emerson said, "You never seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? How? Why? How? I envy you. Lube up with some Gonzo flying dog and keep rolling. This alone will be a great video." 100 with beers. Yeah. It was I mean, I was going to watch it at one point, and there was some stuff that was happening. I didn't get to watch it, so I just never went back to actually go see it. It is on my one list I want to see at some point, though, even though it's dated now.
What kind of stuff?
I don't want to say this next movie is bad. It's not a bad movie, but it was upsetting to me, and I had trouble watching it. Trainspotting.
Trainspotting was a great movie. I like that movie.
I do believe it was an excellent movie. I know it wasn't for me, but the baby dying and the whole crawling across the ceiling and coming out of toilet.
The toilet,
that was a pretty upsetting movie. And Velvet Goldmine would be another one that was kind of along that vein.
Oh, forgot about that one. Yeah.
It was an excellent movie, but it was disturbing in a lot of ways.
Probably the best druggy movie ever made. As a trip scene alone is worth the price of admission. Yeah. Wait a minute. He's talking about Fear and Loathing.
Is it
Fear and Loathing? I think he's talking about Fear and Loathing on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like Trainspotting, you'll love. Oh, I know. I think I will, but it was just. Let's just say there was an issue that happened with another family member at the time, and I was going to watch it, and people weren't ready to watch. My wife wasn't ready to watch it or whatever. So. And I never went back and watched it because of that. Just because I just forgot about it, really. And
Clockwork Orange would be another one that's a great movie, but it was very disturbing.
Oh, it's definitely disturbing. I'll give you that. But yeah,
it was extremely disturbing. But the movie was quite good. It was a delve into the brain. I mean, it fucks with your brain a lot.
Would
But-
you say that was a classic? Because I would say that's a classic.
Oh, 100% that's a classic.
Yeah.
100% that's a classic. No question.
Yeah.
Because it opened a lot of people's eyes to a lot of different things. Like,
Yeah.
you know, what happens when you watch that much violence, and how do you function when your brain is violent and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it was an interesting
Well,
introspective.
I know the rape scene alone freaked a lot of people out too. So yeah.
I mean, that was disturbing as hell. But then you have movies where the girl was gang raped on the arcade machine. I can't remember the name.
Oh, that was Jodie Foster and
was it Jodie Foster? I thought it was someone else.
that was Jodie Foster, where she was in the bar and the pinball machine.
Yeah, the pinball machine.
What was the name of that damn movie?
I can't remember.
God, I totally forgot about
But I mean, there are disturbing movies that are still not bad movies. Oh, The Accused. James
The
just
Accused,
popped in.
yeah.
Accused. Yeah.
Which that opened up a lot of discussion too, because it was kind of like it was like
because people watching a crime and not doing anything about it.
Well, there was the people that were watching the crime that didn't do anything, that were kind of trying, so they'd be held accountable as well. But then it was like also people came out like, well, she was dressed the way she was dressed. Was that appropriate for her to walk into it as well? So she set herself up for that situation. So it opened up a lot of dialogue in different areas.
A lot of dialogue was opened on that one for sure.
Yeah. But
yeah,
Clockwork.
we can put a burqa on and cover all of her skin, so you know we can get raped on a pinball machine.
Because obviously we have to dress as nuns to not be attacked. Not entice anybody into attacking.
Only
have no self-control whatsoever.
I know, right? God.
See, why y'all gotta get defensive about it? It's just,
I'm defensive for men.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying that men have no self-control, therefore you have to cover every inch of your flesh. But no, men have plenty of self-control. Don't sell them short. That's bullshit. They have all the self-control they need. Like, stop being that way.
Yeah. Well, even that when it happened, like, even some women were questioning the way she was dressed for that in the movie. Like, women were like, no women should be going out like that to a bar full of men, you know.
But men can go around shirtless, and it's not a problem.
Yeah.
They're not getting attacked by women.
That's right. Women should go around shirtless too. I've been saying that for years. Equal power for the women.
I agree. If some woman wants to go around shirtless, she should be able to.
You should be able to.
I agree with that. But men have plenty of self-control, and to suggest that the sight of a shoulder is obviously going to make them jump somebody, like, fuck you. Like, no, they're not. They have that in their mind already. That's not
1840.
that specific person.
No.
1750. 1750.
Oh my gosh, the sight of an ankle, and he's in left. Men have plenty of self-control.
You're showing too much calf.
I hate seeing people sell men short, that they're all these monsters who are jumping everybody. They're not. They're not.
No. Yeah.
You have all the self-control that we do. That's silly. But like, just the whole dichotomy of it just pisses me off on so many levels. It just it makes me
I mean, that's the mix of things though. It's kind of like, not all guys would attack her like in that movie. Some guys, you know, they're in their drinking, so they might cheer on. Some guys might break it up. It all depends where you're at, I guess, I think. And it's kind of like,
I don't think there's enough men in the world who would actually be like, oh, this is chill. She was obviously asking for it. I really don't think that's the case. And at least not now. Maybe when that movie came out, but certainly not now.
Well, a lot of people stay in their own little world. And a lot of people just stay in their own world and just be like, they don't even pay attention to what's going on over there. So it's kind of like,
when the whole rape whistle came out, no one answers the whistle. So the whistle doesn't work. You have to yell fire instead of help.
I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah. All these things, you're supposed to yell fire because that will get people's attention more than yelling help.
Nobody wants to get burned, but God,
I mean, it's just, and a lot of men haven't had to go into a bar and been worried about what might happen to their drink. That is true.
Yeah.
That is not a thing that men think about.
I have.
Now,
That's why I chug everything before I go take a piss.
You can't let it sit around. You can't let it sit around.
I actually know
No,
a
that's
guy
true, Mel. That's
who
true, Mel.
was
Yeah.
date rape drugged in a bar.
Yeah.
I do. And
I know people I know guys that gotten drugged before. Yeah.
and it happens, and it's just like people make all these assumptions about the genders, and I'm like, no. No, it's you're
not
just
always the
buying
case.
into the hype there. It doesn't work that way. So
Yeah. Well, it's definitely long. I mean, shit, 30 years. Women have been getting attacked ever since for like how long? So from the caveman hit
there are
hit
also
him.
several women who make false claims, which is
Yeah.
problematic because as
Yeah.
soon as you make a false
True.
claim, it negates everybody who's making a true claim, and it's
Yeah.
just a monster. The whole thing is just monstrous. It's just no, just be honest. Honestly, just everybody
Yeah.
just be honest. It's easy. It's so simple to be honest.
I used to love movies, but today's digital techniques look so cold to me. And I have comic book movies. I love some of the comic stuff, like in the Marvel movies. It's funny how Marvel can do such a good job on most of their stuff, but then DC struggles. Except I will say DC, when they did the Dark Batman series, they did well with Christian Bale's type stuff. And the original Batman, Michael Keaton, was good. The original Superman with Christopher Reeve was good at the time. But
Michael Keaton was amazing.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
he was phenomenal as Batman.
Have you all watched The Sandman on Netflix? It's based on a comic.
Mm-mm.
You need,
Does he put the sandbag on and he like hypnotizes people or something like that? Because that's a Batman villain, if it is.
no, it's so there's a guy, I'm gonna try to make it real short. This guy's son dies and he tries to summon a god to bring his son back to life. Well, he doesn't summon the right god, he summons the god of sleep. And so all these people start having sleep sicknesses, and like the whole world gets screwed up because of the sleep god stuck. He's a prisoner. And then he had like 3 things on him. Like he did have a bag of sand, and he had like he had like 3 things, a jewel or something like that. And like he's kept captive for a long time. And then when he gets released, he's got to deal with the consequences and try to get things back in order. It's a very good show. When I first started watching, I'm like, this is a little weird. I don't know if I'm going to like this. But when I stayed in there and I watched it, I cannot wait for the second season to come out.
Well, speaking of weird shows, I waited for the last season of Stranger Things to come out right now. So that should be out shortly.
See, I have not, I stopped watching. I'm going to get back in there because weren't you the one saying that, you watched the season and you were like, you got a little choked up?
Did I get choked up? What I'm trying to think.
Maybe it wasn't you, but somebody was like, it kind of got me choked up a little bit.
I think there was a scene, and there was this last season. There was some stuff that happened there. I may have said that there too, and just again, Gen X, the 80s references, and there's one of the episodes, the music just matches the episode so well. It's just flashbacks. It's
Sandman. You need to watch it.
Sandman?
Yes, it's so fucking good.
But the next season is the last season for it, so I'm looking forward to seeing it now. So,
because Sandman, he's like the god of dreams too. So he everybody's dreams are affected, and he built this whole world, but he'd been gone because he was killed captive. So his whole world he built of dreams, all these things, and Cain and Abel are in it, and they're brothers, and he gets mad at his brother. One of them kills the other one, but then he comes back alive every night because it's a dream. But it's funny, it's sad, it's really a really good show.
Sandman.
Enter the Sandman. Well, we are actually at we're actually at the 11:30 mark, so I'm going to shut this down so we can
10:30.
Get it launched on the podcast. I know, right? I feel like I keep drinking for another few hours for sure.
Let's
Although
do it.
I have,
Why not?
I have to work in the morning.
I'm on vacation.
You're on
let's go.
vacation.
Tomorrow problem. That's
Shannon's not working tomorrow.
I'm
Mal doesn't have
crashing,
to work
man.
till 4
Mal's
o'clock.
off.
I'm crashing.
So, but
I already had
Looking
one
for-
anxiety attack. I don't.
we don't want you to have any more anxiety attacks for
I'm
sure.
good.
But make sure again tomorrow, what's your beer? Be on the lookout for it.
I think I'm just gonna do it immediately after the show, so I don't have to. Worry
Oh
about
shit!
it.
Going live tonight. Look at that! Breaking. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Breaking news,
Do I
dude.
got it here? Do I got it here? Where's it at? Ah, do I got it? Haven't used that one in a while.
I've seen it.
Breaking news tonight. What's Your Beer will be launching as a new YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. What's Your Beer? Right there. Todd and Shannon hitting the YouTube airwaves.
What's your beer, aka Shit Show Shannon, and Todd putting up with Shit Show Shannon?
Yeah.
Let's see what's gonna publish. All right, I'll do this one first. Oh,
You're doing it now? Oh.
yeah, I just gotta figure out how to do this.
Are you put it live now? And I'll put the link in the thing.
I'm trying
Uh-oh,
to.
here we go.
Because
Let's
I'm
see.
actually a subscriber. Ooh, hoo, hoo.
I have to.
Yeah, you're the only one.
Okay.
and me, baby.
Okay,
But
so-
I have another account on YouTube, so.
okay, maybe I did it. Let me see. I might have just published them all.
Yeah,
Let me
there you
see.
go.
Oh shit! Hit with the flood.
I am so fucking sick of hearing my voice. And
That's not your voice. That's Shane's voice.
can you figure out how to do this?
Probably not.
Rod, how do I change it from private?
Probably not. Oh, let me see here.
How do I change it from private to not private?
And you got to go into your studio and mark it.
Okay, manage videos. All right, this is the one I want to make. Share video. Oh, change visibility and share.
Right.
That's
So now you want to make it public.
Yep.
I think I did it.
Man, let me see.
Did you put the channel live yet?
Hell, this is just too much work.
Let me
Oh,
see.
Yeah, that one's not marked private anymore, so maybe it's.
Let me try it this way.
We'll see.
If not, then it's a tomorrow thing.
Hold on. Let me see something
That'll be
here.
tomorrow.
We don't got to go Annie yet.
How many times have you watched this video? It's got 10 views.
I haven't watched it that many times.
It's probably me trying to fucking edit
It
it.
probably is.
Oh Jesus! What's your beer?
I don't see it. So
All right.
know.
Yeah, it's probably gonna take me another week to figure out how to make it
Yeah.
public.
Might be a month from now, so.
Hold on. Let me see here.
Let me switch my channel. It's just
Well, I didn't see it on mine.
switch account. Let's see. All right, go to my other channel.
I didn't see it.
Okay. What's your beer? All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't think I did it right.
There it is. What's your beer? And let me see if it comes up. I'm already subscribed.
No.
You got 3 subscribe. You got 3 subscribers. So somebody else subscribed.
No, I did not. I
Oh, you didn't?
refused to. I mean, I didn't mean to if I did.
Well, if you created it, you can't subscribe to your own channel.
Oh, okay. Settings. Let's see. Account.
Did you do it, Mal?
What?
Edit channel.
I didn't know if you subscribed or not. I thought,
Not yet. I'm looking for it.
all right, so I put the link in the comments, and people can see if they can click on it there.
Account. General.
I don't see any video. There's no video shown for you
I'll
yet.
say I don't see it either.
This is so complicated.
4 subscribers. We're on the move. Moving on up. Moving on up.
Here we come.
Place on the east side.
I and I switched accounts and subscribed again.
There you go.
I subscribed twice.
Beans don't burn in the kitchen. Chris don't burn on the grill. Move on up that hill.
And I just made sure subscribed to.
Moving on up to the east side. All right. I
And I
swear,
just
I'd learn
subscribed,
how to eat
I
cat
subscribed
food.
4 times.
7 subscribers, 8 subscribers.
What?
Yes, I subscribed 4 times.
Nice. Keep going. Keep going.
But are
My
there
channel,
videos
my
to
personal
watch?
choose,
Any videos
and 2 had 2. So yeah, I subscribed 4 times.
Is there videos out? Is it out there?
No, the videos aren't live yet though.
No.
Do I have to push share? Like, how do I
Yeah.
make my people up?
What's your video thing? Hold your thing to the screen. Let me take a look at it.
Okay. So
Let me
there's my
see.
videos. I want to make this one live.
So hit the 3 dots on the side of
Okay.
it. And what's it say?
Okay, hang on. Oh my God. And then this comes up.
Okay. Let me see. Play.
Share?
No, it's not share. Save, play next. Okay. No, that's not it there. Go back. Take that off there again. Let me take a look at it again.
Okay.
So
Do I need to go up here and manage videos?
click on the video itself. Does it open the
Okay.
video or does it start playing the video?
Oh, hang on. It starts playing the video.
You are in studio, right? Not in just YouTube.
Yeah, you gotta go in the studio. Are you in YouTube? You're just in YouTube, I think.
You got to do
Here,
the
you-
YouTube Studio app.
I ain't fucking doing that on an iPhone. I don't know that shit.
Okay.
You just
Studio-
just go to YouTube Studio if you have the app.
YouTube Studio is
You gotta
its
do it in
own
YouTube
app.
then.
Yes, it's separate from YouTube.
Oh,
Right.
geez.
Otherwise, you just view videos.
Oh, so just gotta download it now then.
Okay, App Store.
Put because I got the iPhone here. Yeah, YouTube Studio.
Okay, Studio.
Like Phil Collins. Studio.
All right, here it is. Got it.
Oh.
Downloading.
All right.
God, now I just got to remember my damn password to Apple ID.
Did you at least I thought you used Google because then they'll save it for all if you just
I feel like we need that thing from SpongeBob to pop up 3 hours later.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hour. Oh, here we go. Getting
It's,
somewhere.
it's downloading. Oh, Jesus. One day I'll figure this. This is why it's taking so long. Because I got to record it. I got to get it to CapCut, add the intro, cut off the bullshit part in the beginning, cut off the bullshit part of the back, add the intro.
we're all
Upload it.
we're all on fiber, but we're all on fiber, but Shannon.
Oh no!
I ain't telling
No!
you.
Mom, I'm under a line. What are you taking the phone for? What are you doing?
That is so accurate. That is so accurate. No.
I'm almost there downloading the.
Shane has literally made an intro for our video, and he's like, "Well, we're communicating on Facebook Messenger," and he's like, "Well, put it on the Google Drive." I'm like, "How do I get things to
No,
Google
I
Drive?"
did that.
Well, I
did
had
it.
to do it too.
Well, no, I did it for him.
I mean, it's just it's a lot. Okay, open. I'm opening YouTube Studio. It says get started, sign in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it says you're 9 subscribers. How many
People are
channels do y'all
subscribing.
have?
Emerson subscribed. Emerson's already subscribed.
Woo, woo. Thanks, Emerson.
Okay,
I subscribed
so
4 times.
this is what
So-
it says now.
Okay, so now you have. Let me pull you up to the main thing here. So now you have that. So hold on.
11 videos.
11 views.
Oh, views. Okay.
So down in the bottom, it should be a thing that says content. Yeah. So
Okay.
your second button,
Content.
you see
Okay.
that? So click the video you want to release. Hit the
Okay.
press on the button. Just press on the video,
All right, and I come up.
and then so then it has unlisted. So on the middle section, push where it says unlisted on that
Okay.
second section,
I got it.
and it should say a public. Does it allow you to switch it to public there?
Let me see.
Oh, hang on. And let me.
If not,
It's just like stuck on that.
okay, go to hit the let me hold it down, pull it down a little bit.
I feel like Rod's
Pull
our
the-
grandchild.
No, pull the phone down a little. Down. Okay, so hit the pencil on the top part.
Okay.
Up there.
Oh, okay.
And then say visibility, put public.
Oh, okay. Public. Got it.
Yeah.
Set as instant premiere. Should I push that button?
If you want people to premiere it, like, you want people to come out on the red carpet, you can do premiere, or you can put it right
Well, I don't want to
public.
get all fancy.
You can do just hit public and it'll be live right now. It'll be your
Alright.
first video drop. Boom! Drop it like it's hot.
Yes.
Drop it like it's hot.
All right. Well,
Probably just go back.
And-
I'll just. Okay.
And just like that,
Save.
we dropped Todd and Shannon's first video. We dropped their first video. That's
Well,
what we
did
do.
Let's not get our cat. You know what I mean?
Cart in front of the horse.
Chickens and eggs and baskets and all that.
And cats and horses and
Yeah.
pets. Yeah, got it. So you're doing a farming channel.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Now I can subscribe to it now.
Jesus Christ.
There you go. And now you are now part of the family. You will go forward on your own and you will grow your YouTube channel. If you need anything, you come back to me, the Beer Father, and I will help you to grow more.
Yeah, it still says no content for the
The
channel.
Our channel is live, but
Well, YouTube Studio should show the video being public, right?
okay, let's see here.
I don't see anything for it.
Edit, play video. No.
No, go back to YouTube
Oh,
Studio.
it says premieres in 18 minutes.
Oh, you can do public now. You probably had a time on there because it'll choose a time ahead. But if you go public, you can do it now.
Hitting a bunch of shit, so it probably
If
was.
it can be fucked up, I will fuck it up.
So if you pull it up, you can edit it and switch it to go public now if you wanted to.
Sounds like. Hey, you do it. Yeah.
Come on, thumbs, thumb.
Hey, it's going live in 18 minutes.
You're gonna go 18 minutes. It's going live.
All right. Sounds
So
good.
that'll be at midnight, right at midnight. The stroke of midnight.
There you go.
Listen, it's a shit show.
It's Rajay Productions.
Good shit will be
Not
coming.
really, you don't be associated with us because like he's bringing down the brand. Bring down the brand. No, you're not.
Bringing down the
It's like you're sinking me.
I really
Already,
tried not to
already.
cuss. I really tried not to. I think I might
No,
have
I'm talking about the video and stuff. It's like no,
it's
you
bringing
can't.
down his brand.
Yeah, he's
I
like you
know.
can't figure it out. Like
Midnight, they will be live, but you can subscribe now. You can subscribe now on the link I posted there, but they'll be live at midnight. Well, at midnight on the East Coast. JT, it'll be 11 o'clock where you're at. So,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
a live premiere. We'll have a chat room so you guys can actually talk in the chat.
Dude, I can't even figure out how to publish my video right now, so I don't know about no damn chat room.
It'll be a chat room. Anytime there's a premiere, there's a chat room. So you can. It's actually like a recorded live. So you can all chat here or there, just like you're chatting here.
And don't forget to
There we
hit the
go.
like button on their first video as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just hit the like
and
button.
subscribe.
Like us.
Come on, man. Come on, Trez. You come get the baseball shirt, son. It's all in the
Yes.
store. They're all in the store.
I just hit the like button. I'm waiting for it now.
Woo, woo. Oh, you got time. You gotta wait a minute.
Listen, this is a lot of steps.
We're working our way through it.
Yes, I'm like getting.
You're working right there because I ain't done shit for a lot of that.
Yeah, like don't blame Todd if the editing is shit. It's me. It's all me.
You guys are doing just fine.
Yep.
Honestly, listen.
It's all good. It's all
Honestly, the only reason that I like have got behind this is our trip to Canada. And I'm just like, I loved everybody so much. I'm just like, I want to be deeper in this group than I am. You know,
Oh, I
and
hear
that's
you.
it. That's
I hear
it.
ya.
I'm just like, we have such a good group of people
Yep.
and are like, and who would have thought? Like, we've just all met through this, like,
Love of beer.
YouTube.
good.
Yeah.
Beer,
Like, how the
YouTubing,
hell did
yeah.
like
Yep.
it's the red string theory. Like there's like a red string that's connected us all, and here we are, you know.
I hope you don't
And I
talk
love-
like that in the videos.
No, I don't, because
I mean, yes.
I couldn't
all
resist.
of
I
our
couldn't
videos
resist. Sorry.
are, like, all of our videos are less than 10 minutes. We try to keep
Trez,
it.
there's the store as well, Trez, if you want to check it out. I got the
You're-
football, well, you've seen the football tees, Trez. The football tees are in there now, too. So
You're sharing your Merc store? Merc
Hey,
store? Merc.
seriously,
you want to get the merch store in the Patreon.
Yeah,
seriously,
Patreon. It's
stop
a
being a
Patreon.
stop being a teacher. Yeah,
No,
you know
I-
why? 'Cause
Yeah,
I-
yes.
because
I
I'm
do need to get- I need to
murking
get-
folks. I'm murking folks with all the merch I got in there.
Merca.
Yes, I do
Yeah.
need to get like a long sleeve shirt from Rajay because I just have that tank top and
Yeah.
it's too small. And
Well, we
so-
are getting the hoodie season too, and the hoodies are in stock too. Just saying.
Ooh, yes,
Ooh, there you go. Hoodies, like a good hoodie.
Yeah, because I did.
And because of the guy that I am, I have wardrobe for men and for women. So it's not just you got to worry about dealing with some baggy guys type stuff. So
Yeah, well, the women's stuff is
Those damn baggy guys.
it's small. I mean, maybe it's because it's my big Hooters, but like it's
A little bit.
a
Yeah,
little bit.
so I probably should just order the men's.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I did.
I even got fanny packed, or I'm sorry, man purses in there too for guys that like to have those nowadays.
First,
The Merces.
first.
The Merces.
I always feel like a Merce is a satchel, though. Like
I feel like it's a fanny pack. I feel like it's still a fanny pack.
Like the over the
no, a fanny pack is
no,
what
the
my
merch.
mom
No, the merch.
across the body.
Jockeys.
Yeah.
Hey,
Jockeys. I don't have any jockeys in there. Chew. Hand from Chew.
It's from my mom because the last time she made me cry, so she sent something else.
oh, she sent me another thing because she made me cry.
Oh.
Aww. Your mother is the sweetest human on earth. You know that, right?
Oh,
I love my mother-in-law
True.
so
Sorry.
epic much. I could not even tell you how much I love my mother-in-law. She
But
sent
you
me
know-
2 different cards because I haven't been, I haven't been at work. I've been medical leave and stuff. She sent me 2 different cards because the first one made me cry. And so this one's a funny one instead because she was upset that her first card made me cry.
She can make you laugh.
But you know what, Mal? I bet she couldn't be the mother-in-law to you if you weren't the daughter-in-law to her.
Oh,
Like if-
she is
You know,
literally the best human I've ever met. I love this
Yeah.
woman
Second
so
best.
much. No,
Second best.
she's the best human I've ever met.
Aw.
Dang it.
Her son is second best, but she is the best human I've ever met.
I get it.
Everyone say hi to Sammy, who just came up on my lap to say hi.
Sammy.
My Sammy.
Oh, my daughter's coming back to. It's a long story.
Tomorrow. Yeah,
She's coming
yeah.
back up tomorrow, but
No, she's fine.
she's gonna bring the cat with her too.
Oh. Little kitty.
Yeah, because when
It's a long story and a bad story.
one
Mm.
of our daughter's friends died in a car accident last weekend.
Oh no.
Yeah, so she's coming back for the funeral, and her friend in college is coming too, and nobody's watched the cat, so the cat's coming too. But
Listen.
I'm sorry to
It's
hear that.
been a shit show.
Sorry to
around.
hear for sure. Yeah.
Well, yeah, she went over our house many times. Like, she was such a good girl too.
Oh
She's
my
like,
God, she was
unreal.
the brightest person I ever met. She was just like always happy and fun and yeah.
So apparently it was like eight people in the car or whatever, and it turned over. And out of all the ones that
Yeah, everybody else walked away but her.
but her, yeah.
Oh wow.
And
Awful.
apparently,
And she was the only one that had the seatbelt on.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
she
terrible.
was 19, but they went and they were drinking at a park. And at 4 o'clock in the morning, they left, and the 16-year-old was driving. And, you know, that's what we were talking about. Like, I don't know what the statute of limitations is, but like, we've always been like, our daughter and her friends, like, if you're going to drink, just come to our house, but you have to stay.
Yeah. Stay there. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't go anywhere because kids are going to do what the hell they want to do. And
I mean, unfortunately,
and
we
I'm
did
not,
it. I'm
and
saying
I'm
everybody.
not-
I'm just saying, I know I did it as a kid. We would go out and we do stuff.
And I am not saying that maybe her parents didn't do that, but you know, because kids will still do what they want to.
Those
Oh,
Raven.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, she was just like such like
Yeah, good soul, like such a good person. Like, she was.
very bright. She was
Yeah.
bright.
Yeah.
Yes, but yeah.
That sucks. So sorry to
19
hear about that.
19 years old.
Mm.
Anyway.
Nothing.
Well, that kind of went a different direction.
Yeah.
But you know what? Life happens. Life happens.
Yeah.
And not always rainbows and sunshine.
I'll lighten it up a little bit here. Here's the future project I'm working on. Check that out. Look at that.
Oh, look like Tay Diggs.
It's going to be the J BeerVentures Funko Pop that I'm working on right
You
now.
know, I feel like you forgot some gray in the mustache and the beard
Oh,
there.
shut your mouth.
Let's let him live. Let's let him vicarious live through his emoji.
Again, I hear Mallory talking, but yet all I hear is
Yeah, I feel like there should be a little more gray in there. It looks like that's a little too dark there. It just needs a little gray around the edges.
Yeah, it makes us old ladies feel like pedophiles without a little gray in there.
Look.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn.
No, that is my favorite sound like that.
That was great. That was great.
I don't remember asking you a damn thing.
That was good. That was good.
Yep, that was You know, I'm going to nominate that for win of the night.
There you go.
I'm nominating that for win of the night right there.
And you used it at the most appropriate time.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it's got to use the timing,
it was
right?
against me, and for me to nominate on that, no, that was the win of the night right there.
And to follow it up with, I know he's not a fan favorite of a couple people here. I'm going to end this on a high note. We're going to go ahead and sign off. So from our George Costanza, Seinfeld, and on a high note, we're going to walk this one off. Hey, no show next week. I will be traveling, as I mentioned earlier, if you didn't hear, but a couple weeks we'll be back. More good stuff coming. Make sure, what's your beer? Now you know. New videos coming out. Make sure you're subscribing and checking out. So.
Hashtag amateurs.
And sometimes.
There's
You know,
gonna be
that
good.
might get us some views, though.
I was kind of hoping she would say hash brown amateurs. But,
Hey, that sounds, I mean, I don't want amateur hash browns, though.
Todd, I'm feeling like Bill Walsh up here. I got a coaching tree now that I'm working out into the YouTube.
I know,
field.
right? Yeah. It's a branch out.
It's a branch out.
It's like a pyramid scheme. You recruited us, we'll recruit us.
See, somebody starts under us, like, you know, gotta go through
Amway is still alive. All right. right, y'all. I'm going to sign off. If you're still up, we got 7 minutes, and you can check out the premiere on What's Your Beer.
Just go to bed. Just go to
And
bed.
talk in the comments, share, provide some feedback, and look for more great videos. We are out. Cheers, everybody. Make it a great weekend.
Stay safe.